We expected it to be close, and it certainly was. It's the first over, 4 for no wicket, Reeve to Jayasuriya.
He struck that one away, and that goes into the crowd there.
They're quite extraordinary, aren't they? They're only quite small men, but wonderful timers this time. You know, what's the wonderful power here timing? Just flicked it over the top, a square leg. And once again, I think, Brian, very, very grateful that no one's been killed in the crowd.
And there we have the governor who's come, Chris Batten, especially to watch this final, give away the prizes at the end. Sitting, perhaps he doesn't know it, in quite a dangerous position. These sixes come rather quickly into the crowd, but I'm sure he's got someone to look after him there. There's Gladstone Small from the clubber. Oh, down there to long leg. Just got a nick on it. 4 runs.
It's not one of Gladdy's better deliveries. Just flicked away once again, and the wicketkeeper Fairbairn really didn't have much chance, and made more difficult by the fact that he's not a regular keeper. But Gladstone Small, very, very popular player wherever he goes.
He's standing as far back as he's allowed. He's only allowed 25 metres, 28 yards. Can't go back any further than that. He's absolutely on the limit. And that's going to go over mid-wicket, and it has gone for 6.
That was an extraordinary shot. That's a shot of an amazingly gifted and natural player.
I've always thought of him as a slow left-arm bowler.
Just a little short-arm jab, and it's well into the crowd.
So, a lovely 6 there. There's the little man, not very tall. He's hit that high up in the air, and it's going down the wicket-keeper, and Fairbrother catches it. So Gladstone Small gets his wicket. "21 for 1 in this second over."
I think the England team will be very, very grateful for this one. Short of a length, and the batsman not quite getting into position, and Fairbrother here very, very calm in taking that.
There we are. Chuck away there to mid-wicket, only 4 there. That's Crafter there, the well-known Australian umpire.
It's gone.
And that's a very big one. It's going down there to mid-wicket. 3 more balls from the Freitas, bowling to the Silver. About 7. Oh, he gets his 2 runs. He may get more. He will. Embry running round. Now watch out for his throw. He's run some people out to the 4 today. Well, they run the 3.
3 runs after a long chase for John Embry.
I think that's about, from memory, the second 3 of the tournament.
Yes, there haven't been many. It's been the 6.
May have been the second 3 of the history of this tournament.
So 54 for 1 with 1 over to go. That'll be bowled by John Embry. Bowled so he hits this one away up towards the long-on boundary, and it goes there for 4 runs. That's gone away into the crowd there by the side screen, and he gets a 6 for that. And only getting a single there, I think. Yes, smart bit of fielding by Graham Gooch, running like a 2-year-old. I don't suppose John Embry's ever seen a wicketkeeper stand as far back to him as that. Just imagine that happening at Lord's. He's going right back, because he is acting in fact as a 3rd man on a fine leg. That's to John Embry.
I'm going to jog your memory a little bit, Mr. Johnson. You have seen a wicketkeeper standing a lot further back than this.
But that one's skied up in the air, but it's not going to fall right. It's coming just to the left of third man. Which wicketkeeper was that?
You might remember in the early days of Mike Brearley's captain, there was a great controversy at the Sydney Cricket Ground where Mr. Brearley had every fieldsman on the boundary, including the wicketkeeper.
Absolutely right.
And that caused the rules to be totally changed.
Absolutely right. There's Embry again. Hit up there in the long off direction, but just by the side screen, and it is 6. So that is the end then of the innings for Sri Lanka. They haven't reached the 80s, which is a good score. At the moment they go up now to 74 for 1. Fitzpatrick looks a little bit worried, but it's a 15 runs and over. With me, Bobby Simpson, and if you're a betting man,
I think 6 to 4 England.
Well, here's the first ball there, and that's a nice looking full pitch, nicely placed down there, and it goes for 4 down to mid wicket. Silva, the bowler. Fairbrother, marvellous one day. He's an improviser. Absolutely amazing. He's been doing very well in this competition. Silva does good. And he feels that ball and he's caught. So, perhaps I spoke too soon. Caught and bowled there by Silva, who looks quite happy about it. And Fairbrother, England lost the wicket then. 4 for 1, chasing this target of 75.
That's a big breakthrough there. Very simple caught and bowl. Silva giving it a bit more flight this time, and I think they're Fairbrother trying to hit it over the top, but straight back to the Silva and double play in baseball parlance. Fairbrother so far has had a wonderful series.
Yeah, Fairbrother done very well. He's got 89 runs in his 4 innings, so that done remarkably well, but he can't always succeed. Graham Gooch now will have a better chance. He's come in when there have been a lot of runs on the board before. He can now pace himself a little bit, although you can't pace yourself very much in this sort of cricket. Silver bowls his first ball in. And he struck that one well, but goes straight to the fielder down there. Goes here, just throwing that back. 1 run. And now we've got the Freitas. And that's going to be caught. Oh, no! There's a miss down there, down at long off. Gareth Saria, a difficult one. I wouldn't have liked to have to try that one, but he gets away with it.
Well, that's a great break, because he, is one of the better fieldsmen in international cricket. Superb fieldsman. I think he's had trouble picking this one up. Misjudged it very, very badly, and when you look at his direct line, it's into some very, very dark trees on the other side of the ground.
Next ball. And that one is properly struck, and that one has gone right in there, into the crowd. 4-6. So no mistake about that from David de Freitas. Jasseria now to bowl from the club end to Gooch. Oh, that one has just gone through. The wicketkeeper has to chase it down there like mad, and stops it just short. And there is boundary being signalled.
A little fortune all round there for England. Top edge which didn't carry. A rough bounce for the wicketkeeper, and the net results, of course, 4 runs.
Terry with Arana, the wicketkeeper. And again it goes through. And dancing backwards and forwards. But he escapes. Gooch is living a charmed life, isn't he?
I think the line of communication's got a little mixed up here. Lancashire, it's the north versus the south out there in the middle, I think, Brian.
Yeah. Well, that's right, but I think it's safer for him to hit 6s. They don't get into some money. And he took me in my word. That goes sailing into the club away to our left. 106 hit in this competition so far. Well, that was a fine strike. That heavy bat of his.
The ball.
Well, he was down the pitch then before, and the run out must be. The Freitas is run out, and that's another blow for England. Couldn't make it at all, so they've lost 2 wickets now. The target 75. England 28 for 2. Dermot Reeve.
Come on.
Well, that's well placed. And it goes over the ropes for 4. Found the gap on the leg side.
That's good cricket. Dermot knows exactly where the gap is, and that's the way to play it, even on the smaller ground. Pick up your 4s, the odd one over the top.
Oh, that was a beautiful stroke. Now, that was one of the strokes of the whole lot. He waited for it and just sort of swept it round. Beautifully timed.
Oh, it's good. He hasn't worried about the fact that they put 3 on the onside. There's still plenty of gaps out there, small ground, and he really has gone and known exactly where the field is and sorted it out.
Give you some idea of the ground. As I said, it's about 55 yards all round the boundary. No, the reverse. I told you he was an improviser. Must see that one again.
Absolute pest, as I said before, in one-day cricket. This is the reverse sweep. He's watched the ball very closely, and he's got it from outside the leg stump past second slip.
1 or 2 MCC members were having a stroke and they watched that. And that's a lovely stroke. Now that is a perfect one. Through extra cover for 4. 3 4s for Dermot Reeve.
The locals lapping it up here. Of course, Dermot being from Hong Kong, but I think we're seeing here just what a fine, innovative player is in this form of cricket, and also, of course, in the one-day matches. Once again here, 1 good over in a 5-over match is enough to win the game.
Yeah, well, 32 runs needed off 2 overs. Sounds difficult in ordinary cricket. Not impossible here. And Lianagi throws this one. Tips this one. It's not going to be 6, but, well, it went over the rope. I don't know if they count that. No, didn't go into the crowd, so it counts 4.
What a beautiful control shot there.
Now, what's Gucci going to do with this one? And he struck that one away on the offside, and it's down for 4 runs, down to deep cover. And that one again's gone over the ropes. That's the most remarkable one, over backward point. 107.66 now, but that was a remarkable one, and very much badly needed by England. But it was a productive over. And he's hit that one down there, and he's going to be caught at extra cover. England have now lost 3 wickets. Down the pitch he goes, and that one has gone down into the crowd at the far end, and it's just bouncing over, so it's only 4. He has to retire. But he can come back.
Yeah, it's a marvellous tournament, isn't it? This retiring at 31 has got a lot going for it, because suddenly, you know, with Dermot there's no chance in the world that England could lose. But a new batsman comes in,
2 balls to go, 2 runs needed. Well, that's all right. That's a good one, and it's going through, and suddenly they'll run 2. And England have a 1.
Yes, good victory for England. They always look to be the team most likely, and you know, it's great to see the enthusiasm here. The Union Jacks flying in many places.
A wonderfully dramatic finale, and it remained only for Hong Kong Governor Chris Patten to hand over the Sixes trophy to England captain Graham Gooch, with a smiling Hatim Ibrahim, the president of the Hong Kong Cricket Association, looking on. As for player of the tournaments, there were several contenders, but in the end it came down to a marvellous series of performances by Philip de Freitas. In 4 overs he conceded only 28 runs and took 2 wickets and scored 86 runs. A truly superb exhibition. Player of the final was Dermot Reeve. So an appropriately dramatic end to the Cathay Pacific Wharf Holdings International Sixes here in Hong Kong. England take the trophy. Phil de Freitas takes man of the tournament. There were 107 sixes scored, innumerable 4s, and even a couple of 3s as well. But most importantly, it provided marvellous entertainment for the crowd here in Hong Kong. 6-a-side.
England against South Africa, and here's Jonty Rhodes in the first over bowling to Neil Fairbrother.
Oh, that's a terrific shot by Fairbrother, hammering it away for 4 through the covers. And are England going to play it just like they did against New Zealand, building a solid platform to start with, and then launching an all-out assault in the 3rd, 4th and 5th overs?
They did a terrific job against New Zealand. Very good tactical play from England. Defending champions and looking good.
That's launched away down the ground. It's not going to be 4. It probably won't even be 2. In fact, Smith is coming back for the second. He was able to turn and get underway quickly enough. 11 off 4 balls so far. Not, of course, helped by those 2 wides at the very outset of the innings. And Kowloon still certainly buzzing after that other game which saw Australia squeeze home against the West Indies. And that's another terrific shot by Fairbrother, opening the face of the bat. And for a lot of South Africans, this will bring back memories of the way he dealt with them in the World Cup back in 1992. That's another 4. So Jonty Rhodes, his first over has gone for 19, and England have realised that he is the weak link, and they've tucked into him straight away. High in the air. Pringle's under it, and Pringle takes the catch. So England have lost their first wicket. Right up in the block hole. Lewis has got enough bat on it, though, to force it away through mid-wicket for 4. 10 balls to go. 33 the score. Whipped away, high over square leg. It was the full toss. Lewis puts the ball into the crowd, makes no mistake, and that's a much-needed boundary. 39 for 1. Lewis running hot. That's high in the air. It's not going to go, though. Cronje will get underneath that one, and Lewis will keep running. So that's another wicket to South Africa and another blow for England. Pringle to bowl to Smith. Oh, and that's 4, just past the keeper. Straight down the ground. 4 runs. Now, was that a caught and bowled chance?
It was just out of his reach. It's an interesting tactical tussle out there, because Robin Smith has been charging the other teams. The South Africans know that. They're forcing Smith to play off the back foot as much as possible.
Well, there's another 4. Again, it was a full toss, and I'm sure Smith would have hoped to put that away for 6.
A lot of the batsmen have done so with the full tosses in this competition. I am surprised at the number of full tosses there have been on this small ground. Most of them deliberately bowled on the basis that the bowlers reckon that they are difficult to get away. That hasn't been shown to be the case.
2 balls to go, 54 for 2. Smith facing. He won't find the boundary there. And that means that England, if they are to get past the 60 that Richie Benno was mentioning as a reasonable score, will have to hit this ball for 6. They're 55 with just 1 ball to go. Well bowled. Smith will look for the second. He's taking on Jonty Rhodes. He's in all sorts of trouble. And in fact, there's a muck up there as Eric Simons tries to take the ball. And Smith is able to get home for the second, which means that England close on 57 for 2, and South Africa, to make the final, need to score 58. Is 57 enough, though?
And that's just what we're about to find out, because here comes Dermot Reeve to bowl the first ball of the South African innings. He's in action against Darrell Cullinan, and from England's point of view, a nice early wicket would be handy.
And that's a poor ball by Reeve, and South Africa are away to the perfect start. Cut away for 4, and Cullinan will be delighted to have an early sighter of Dermot Reeve and to get him away so comfortably. Here comes Reeve again. And that's again flicked away off the legs. So first 2 balls away for 4 each. And South Africa now need just 50 runs to win this one. Well, that's gone high in the air. Lewis is trying to get there, so is Smith. And Smith takes the catch. So South Africa have lost a wicket in the first over. Robin Smith, for the first time keeping wicket without pads on, was able to make some 20 yards and hold the catch safely, and that's a big blow for England and a disappointing one for South Africa.
Dermot Reeve's a hero. This is a dinky little slower ball. It never came, and finally Johnny Rhodes managed to get a thick top edge onto it. He had to wait and wait and wait. That's brilliantly bowled. Robin Smith did well to get back there, took the catch nicely, but Reeve is a hero.
Cullinan on strike. Oh, that's a terrific shot by Cullinan, just failing to clear the perimeter boarding. And so that is 4. And with no person on the leg side, that is just going to literally trickle into the boundary fence at square leg. And that's 4 more to South Africa. So the third over for England is going to be bowled by Matthew Maynard. And this is a key over in the game, really, because if Maynard is at all loose and shows any inexperience, it will, in effect, be game over. That's gone high in the air. Now Lewis is getting underneath it. No, it's Gladstone Small. And he takes the catch. Gladstone Small takes the catch off Matthew Maynard's first ball. And that is just what the doctor ordered from England's point of view. Maynard looks very serious and intent upon his work. That's a poor ball, though, and Cullinan on it in a flash. And that has just entered the top floor of the flats. Again, it's short, but this is Fairbrother, and he takes the catch. So Cullinan has really fallen for the sucker punch there. Short, wide, long hop, Cullinan onto the back foot, and he has guided it expertly to third man, where Fairbrother held the catch. Well, well.
It was a good catch too. It came very low, pretty much off the meat of the bat, and he was going for the 6, perhaps a little squarer than that, and Fairbrother caught it well. He had to come round, skirt around to his right-hand side. He's a left-hand catcher and thrower. Cullinan gone, and England back in the game as champions and defending champions at that.
Now, another interesting development. Chris Lewis, in previous matches, has fiddled around and come in off just a 4-pace run-up. But now that the going is getting a little serious, he has doubled it. That's a poor ball, though, full toss, and swatted away to mid-wicket. That's gone high in the air. Now then, Smith's trying to get there. It's a long chase, and he takes the catch. It's a magnificent catch by Robin Smith, and Lewis has done it. Oh, what a catch by Robin Smith. And you can tell that the England boys are delighted with that. They're all rushing over to congratulate him. And the champions are not dead yet. One high in the air. Small takes a magnificent catch again. Oh, what a catch. Because Simons is the last man in, he goes back to the striking end. If he gets out, then there are problems. As it is, he's got that away for 4. And that means that off the next 3 deliveries, Eric Simons has somehow got to contrive 16 runs.
3 balls left.
Robin Smith is keeping as though it were Michael Holding bowling. High in the air, it's going to go for 6. Indeed it does. So Eric Simons now knows the task is very simple. He needs 10 off 2 balls. He needs to hit a 6 and a 4.
I was wondering if Neil Fairbrother would have been game to bowl that slow ball. He was, but it did go a long, long way off the bat.
6 and a 4 needed. And that means that unless Fairbrother does something monumentally stupid along the wide and no balled line, England are through to the final.
Go on, Neil, get him out!
9 needed off the last ball. High in the air. Fairbrother wants a wicket for the averages. And he takes the catch. So England are through, and what a nail-biting semi-final that was. And it does mean that we will have the Ashes encounter about 2 months early, and it'll be in Hong Kong. So one more game and you're the defending champions, and this is the second leg of a three-legged affair as far as you're concerned.
Yeah, it'd be great to win and come back next year and try and make it 3 out of 3 and win this famous bat that people are talking about.
OK, thank you very much, Dermot Reeve. So let's have a quick word with the Australian captain. So the Ashes come to Hong Kong and come a little early.
They come a bit earlier for the summer, so it's a good start.
And now, how do you think you're going? You've had a couple of narrow squeaks along the way.
Yeah, well, that games have been close, so hopefully we run into a bit of form last game, so we can pull off this game.
And do you think you're the underdogs or the favourites?
I think it must be the underdogs of this crowd.
OK, very best of luck.
Thank you.
So here we are then in...
Very, very experienced skipper, good cricketer as well, but his experience as captain will be very valuable to England out there. Defending champions, and here comes the first ball of the final.
Matthew Hayden on strike, Reeve to bowl. Fairbrother herring round. Nifty bit of footwork between Gladstone Small and Neil Fairbrother. Keeps the scoring down to 2.
Tapping it on to Neil Fairbrother.
That could be the first 4 of this final. Indeed it is. Stuart Law elegantly through the covers. Gladstone Small just tidying up some of the debris on the outfield. Very small ground, and the fielders certainly don't want anything getting in their way as they try and stop the torrent of boundaries which are so much in evidence in these 6-a-side competitions. 9 or 4 balls. That's the Reeve slower ball, but well watched by Law, and he squirted that away for another 4 square of the wicket.
It's a more sensible approach from the Australians. Every other game they've played, they've gone out there and flung the bat from the word go. It just seems to me that Damien Martin might have put a restraining hand on their shoulders and said, just take it easy and play sensible cricket early on, and we'll thrash away towards the end.
Oh, and that's short by Reeve, and another 4. So Australia are having a good opening over. They've got a lot of support in here at the Kowloon Cricket Club, and that is a good over for Australia as they get this final underway. 17 from it. I would think that is easily the most expensive over that Dermot Reeve has bowled in the competition. It's also the last.
Dermot Reeve has had a great competition.
Matthew Maynard scurrying round, slides that ball in. Good piece of fielding from him. Again, it's just 2, although Robin Smith doesn't pick the ball up cleanly. And if it hadn't been for Gladstone Small scurrying round behind him, that could have been overthrows.
There's a wonderful atmosphere here at the Kowloon Cricket Club, and great crowd very much on edge, and I reckon the players are too.
High in the air. Nobody's going to get underneath that, though. It'll just run away into the boundary for 4 at square cover. False shot, though, by Hayden. Could have gone anywhere. 10 off the over. The last ball of Gladstone Small's spell coming up. 27 for no wicket. Hayden trying to pick up the run rate now, but he can't get any more than 2 there. And that is the end of the over, and it means that after 2 overs, Australia are 29 without loss.
12 runs coming from an over.
Law has scored 15 from 5, and the way Maynard is arranging his field, you'd think that he was used to bowling every day of the week. He obviously knows what he wants to do. And, well, Maynard confident enough to start off with a 3-1 field. 3 on the offside to Law, 1 at deep mid-wicket. And that's 4. It was on the off stump, that was all right, but the little bottom edge eluded the keeper. And Law moves on to 19.
Well, Maynard is also moving his fielders around now. That one went very fine, so he wants his third man finer, he wants Reeve squarer, he wants Gladstone Small round finer.
Straight down the ground, 4 runs. What he really wants, Richie, is about another 10 fielders.
Well, it's very interesting that Maynard should opt for the 3 on one side of the ground. He's asked for that from Dermot Reeve, and Reeve has given it to him, as he should have. But now Maynard has to bowl to it.
Bowled him! Law goes! Maynard strikes! And that's the first blood for England.
I think Stuart Law might have done that by numbers. The previous delivery was up and he'd smashed it straight down the ground, and there was a chance that one was going to be short, which it was, or shorter, but Maynard has claimed the first wicket, and that'll be a tremendous relief to Dermot Reeve. Just the way it happened. Not quite short enough for the pull shot, but it was on. There was no man there to save the boundary. Stuart Law is gone. A good innings from him. Great partnership between Law and Matthew Hayden.
Oh, Maynard will be really cross with himself there because that was hit straight through him. He should have stopped it, really. And you can see how much this game is meaning to the players. Maynard really annoyed with himself there at letting that 4 through. 44 for 1 now, Australia, after 3 overs. Many criticisms of Chris Lewis over the years as a cricketer. He's very much a rhythm player, a rhythm bowler. If the force is with him and it's all going well, he's a super cricketer. It's high in the air. Reeve is trying to get under it, but no chance. It's straight over the ropes. And that brings up the 50, 51. And that is the first 6 of this Australian innings and the 112th of the tournament.
And that takes him on to 23.
And a beautiful hit from Matthew Hayden. Words of encouragement from Damien Martin. A lot of tension out there still.
Gladstone Small quickly round there at squarish cover, cuts them off and keeps them down to 1. So apart from that 6, it's been a pretty good over by Chris Lewis, and even with that 6, it's not too bad. He's only conceded 8. If he could get away with a dot ball here, that would be a great effort by the former England man.
Martin will be looking for the cut if he can get it away.
.53 for 1 then at the end of the 4th over, and it's all down to how tightly Neil Fairbrother can bowl the final over. Well, in the game which got them into the final against South Africa, Neil Fairbrother bowled his over for 13 runs, and he has the impressive statistic of always taking a wicket in his 6 balls. He could do it again. Small's trying to get there. He can't quite, though. It doesn't go for 6, and it lands just inside and bounces away for 4, but for just a moment Damien Martin's heart must have been in his mouth as he thought that Gladstone Small was going to get round underneath that one and catch it. Straight down the ground. That is 6.
6 for Damien Martin in Australia.
So this is the nightmare scenario for England and Neil Fairbrother. They've taken the gamble of playing the extra batsman. And at the moment, Australia are cashing in this final over. Four more. So 3 balls gone and 14 runs off the over.
Clever cricket from Damien Martin. He hasn't panicked. He hasn't swung the bat wildly. He's just waited on Fairbrother. Hit him away wide of Small on the right-hand side once and twice on his left.
That's better by Fairbrother, right up in the block hole. And the only thing that Damien Martin can do is chop that away for 1. In the air, Reeves under it, and out! And Fairbrother keeps up his impressive record of a wicket every time he bowls.
Well, the batsmen, both the batsmen, in fact, have asked the umpires about the height of that ball. It shouldn't be above waist height, otherwise it would have been called a no ball. No, it's below the waistband, so that's all right. Fairbrother has got it just right.
Well, Tony Crafter was the man at the square leg who helped Mervyn Kitchen make that decision. And it means there's just 1 ball to go. Merv Hughes has come out to face it.
Full toss from Neil Fairbrother, straight down the England captain's throat.
So it's Fairbrother versus Hughes. But this time the usual roles are somewhat reversed because it's Fairbrother, the bowler. Last ball of the Australian innings. And it's a dot. And Fairbrother has kept the scoring down. And Merv Hughes has rather senselessly given his wicket away. So Australia closing on 68 for 3. Question is that enough to stop England making it 2 in 2 years? Welcome back to the Kowloon Cricket Club, and this, the final of the Cathay Pacific Wharf Holdings International Sixes. And here we go on the last chapter of this International Sixes tournament. Fairbrother, as he has done throughout, not to be panicked, takes an early look at the bowling with a single. And that brings Maynard down onto strike. Now, what is Maynard's tactic going to be? Is he going to try and thrash it from the word go? That's the tactic. Rifle holds a brilliant catch, though. What a superb catch.
Australia strike.
Fielding and wickets. That's what's needed in these games, as in every form of cricket. And that fielding was as good as anything you'll see. Paul Rifle, the man, coming around. And a little bit of Australian rules training there served him in good stead. He had to go up for the ball. There it is. Maynard has got it off the meat of the bat. Rifle has to skirt around and go up in the air, and quite a distance. That's a mark if ever I've seen one.
So it's going to be Stuart Law to bowl the second over. And he bowls it safe in the knowledge that if he can keep it nice and tight, the pressure will be mounting all the time on England. We'll have to produce some major heroics. If, though, Lewis Fairbrother can get after him, well, it's game on again. Straight down the ground. And 4.
And England's first boundary, 4 there from Chris Lewis.
The thing Stuart Law has to do now is not panic. You've got Law bowling this over, and then the third over will be bowled probably by Damien Martin. So it is a crucial time for Australia. Law mustn't panic.
Well, he's placed that one onto the top deck of the clubhouse. That is a great shot by Neil Fairbrother. They say in England, when Neil Fairbrother's eyes go, then you want to get worried if you're a bowler. And he's got that staring look about him.
And a lot of pressure on Stuart Law.
There's a big appeal. Fairbrother isn't interested. Tony Crafter thinks it's all quite amusing, and he's not given any decision. The upshot is that Fairbrother is still there.
Didn't get anywhere near it.
This could be trouble. Maxwell's trying to get underneath it. He can't get there. They're coming back for two, though. Lewis will have to hurry. Is a direct hit. Now, what will umpire Crafter say? I think he's given him in, but oh, my word, it was tight.
Tony Crafter rules that not out.
He has given him in. He said that he wishes, with that little rectangle he drew, he wishes that he had the third umpire in the pavilion with the television.
Damien Martin was saying before the game he thought that Australia were the underdogs. They're on top now. High in the air, Merv Hughes is under it. Now is there going to be a catch here? He's dropped it! Merv Hughes has dropped it! Lewis is back for two. It was a swirling catch. But Merv Hughes and Damien Martin are exchanging long, hard glances. All sorts of things are flying onto the outfield now. But this could prove a costly miss.
Please have those objects off the field.
Merv generally will catch these well, in his moustache.
And the target for England, 51 off 16 balls. Hughes is going to have another go. This time it beats him, though, and it's away for four. So poor old Merv is having a bit of a nightmare out there at deep long off.
Shot, that time finding the boundary.
Halfway through the innings, 47 needed, 15 balls to go. Well, Merv Hughes is now being moved from that crucial deep long off position.
Stuart Law coming down.
Damien Martin has had enough of him being out there in the firing line, and Stuart Law has now been moved up to deep long off. Merv is trying to see the funny side of it all. And that's out the ground. Big six by Fairbrother. He knows that England have to accelerate. And here comes the rush.
Brilliant stuff from Fairbrother. He's a great limited overs player and a very good cricketer at any level.
2,500 runs have now been scored this weekend. And that was the 115th six. 2 balls still to go in this over. 6 runs. Big six. Into the Cox's Road. No trouble.
Brilliant from Fairbrother. Absolutely brilliant. Timing, placement and common sense. Nothing wild about it. That wasn't a wild swing. It was just perfectly timed. Short arm jab.
Fairbrother's on 27. He has to start worrying about the 31. This is the last ball of Martin's over. And he's hit it away for 4. So Neil Fairbrother will now retire. But that's another terrific performance by the Lancashire man. He was given a life by Merv Hughes, but he's hauled England back into this game with a blistering display of attacking batting. And now the spotlight moves on to Robin Smith. And Fairbrother gets a terrific hand from this crowd.
Brings Robin Smith to the crease.
Oh, that's rushed away for 4. Good shot by Chris Lewis. And this tournament is building to a sensational climax.
This is a thrilling performance from England. Now it's all with Lewis.
23 needed now, 10 balls to go. Oh, and Lewis has smashed that away through mid-wicket. Nobody can get there, it's 4 more. So after the onslaught from Fairbrother, we wondered whether England would be able to keep the momentum going. Chris Lewis has given us the answer, an emphatic yes. Shorter ball. Maxwell holds his side as he hurt himself.
I think that's the injury Maxwell suffered yesterday when he was fielding against South Africa. Looked to me then as though he'd damaged the stomach muscle, perhaps the side muscle, and it looks as though he's done it again.
So Robin Smith on strike for the first time. Maxwell has somehow got to get through the next 2 balls. Oh, that's a terrific shot by Smith. Launches it away through the covers. That's 4 runs. And at the moment, England are rushing to victory.
A lot of high-fiving going on out there, and justifiably so. They look to be in trouble at one stage. Now Smith's eyes are gleaming. In the gloaming, it is too.
17 off the over. Last ball to come, 12 needed, 7 to go. Oh, and has Smith been hit? He went for a big hook shot. It's a no ball. And Robin Smith went for a big hook shot there, and his cap nearly landed on the stumps.
That counts.
Now that was a no ball because it was over the shoulder.
Completed. 3 runs.
9 needed, 7 balls to go still. Oh, this is in the air. Merv Hughes is trying to get under it. He can't. Smith is quickly back for 2. Poor old Merv's lost his footing. Skidding about a bit all over there. It is getting quite late in the evening here in Hong Kong. 22 runs off that over. That makes it 5 needed off 4 balls. Although if England were to get 4 and not lose another wicket, they would win it on the less wickets lost rule. Smith is on strike. Rifle the bowler. In the air, straight down the ground. And 4. So that means the scores are level. England could block it out if they wanted to. But I'm sure they will try and win it in the grand manner. Here comes Rifle. Smith on strike. And England have won it. England, for the 2nd year running, are the Cathay Pacific Wharf Holdings Hong Kong International Cricket Sixes champions. There's the usual crowd invasion. The players scurry for the pavilion. And England have made it 2 out of 2.
Yes, a superb performance by England, and in fact they were the only team in the tournament to be unbeaten over the weekend, so they did richly deserve to win the trophy, which Dermot Reeve was presented with shortly after the close of play by the Governor of Hong Kong, Chris Patten. Now, the player of the final was Neil Fairbrother for his very fine 31. Took a little while to find his reward, but he eventually got it from David Richards, the chief executive of the ICC. And then, much to his surprise, Robin Smith was named the player of the tournament. And he was presented with a fine decanter by John Hong of the Hong Kong Cricket Association, who I must say did a splendid job in organising and running the whole weekend. And before too long, Dermot Reeve was back again in the limelight to receive the bat from Papu Patani, which he will obviously be hoping to claim again next year for keeps.
The old enemy, I just hope the main team can do it over the winter. But yeah, as I say, we've had a good day. After the first over, Merv bowled a great first over. It looked like we were struggling a bit, and then thankfully he dropped a dolly, and I stuck around and got a few, and we got up there.
What about your bowling in the tournament? Happy with that? It was a little bit dodgy in the final, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, my first 3 balls went for 14, and I was thinking, God, this is going to be a 30 over. But my last 3 only went for 1, so at the end of the day, you know, we've got out of it reasonably well.
And will you be back this time next year to try and make it 3 in a row and take home the bat?
Well, I hope so. I mean, there's a bat that's been bandied around that seems to be worth a few bob. It's got a few rubies and diamonds in it. So if we win it 3 times in a row, we'll be cashing in.
And that's it from the Kowloon Cricket Club. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage of these Cathay Pacific Wharf Holdings International Cricket Sixes. They have been tremendous entertainment. Congratulations, of course, to England, defending champions and winners 2 years running now. And they'll be back next year, as indeed I hope will we, to bring you more thrills and spills from International Sixes. For now, from us all here in Hong Kong, it's goodbye.
This is the playoff for third and fourth place for the plate. It's South Africa against the West Indies, and after 1 over, the West Indies are 9 for no wicket, and here's Dean Lang bowling to Phil Simmons.
He's hit that one high and way over the crowd into Cox Road. What a big six that was. Simmons getting right underneath that one. It was just down the leg side, and it went way over the big stand. He's flayed that one away on the offside. That'll beat the fieldsman as well. So a 6 and a 4 off consecutive balls. He's brought a bit of a smile to his face.
That was a magnificent stroke from Phil Simmons. Ball was only just short of a length outside off stump. Gave him a little bit of room for the stroke. And the man at square point only had to move 3 or 4 yards and couldn't get it.
Into the gap on the offside, so he really is lashing out. Full toss and into the gap. That's gone for 4 as well. This is not a very clever over. Dean Lang just struggling a bit.
I think the surprise of me all the way along the line in these games is that the bowlers think the full toss is something the batsman can't get away.
And 19 runs off this over so far. Lara now has the strike. Oh, he's bowled him. Well, it's been not such a good over so far, and then all of a sudden he goes and wraps up the world's #1 batsman. In the bowling green end, no one in that area either, so that'll be 4-2. Umpire Crafter doing the signalling. Oh, he's hit that one very well. Pulled it away over the top of mid-wicket into the trees. It really was a good shot. He was onto it very quickly. There's quite a lot of bounce in these pitches, or in this pitch. And he was onto it really quickly. Smashed it away. There we are. Have a look at that. And whack. Full flow of the bat there and really let it go. Oh, he's top-edged it over the keeper's head and 1 bounce into the crowd. Gives you the idea, or an idea of how quick this wicket is. Simmons 24. Managed to keep that one in, and so they're both on 24 now, and just 1 to go in this over. Well played again. He really has hit that one, and they have scattered down there. They have gone down, and what a good shot too in that direction. Fantastic shots. It's in the air and down the ground it goes. A couple of bounces down there. He'll come back for the second, Jimmy Adams, and that'll be it for him. Yes, he's just kept going. So Jimmy Adams has played a little cameo knock, and that's really got the West Indies well placed.
32, well batted.
Slower full toss there. Come back for the second, or will it beat the fieldsman? Yes, it's gone for 4. Well, that's in the air, and it's going down towards the square leg boundary. Won't get there. It's pretty soft down there. Might not reach the fence, in fact. Good throw. Some of the throwing in this competition has been absolutely superb.
Retiring with 32 not out.
So Simmons has now got to leave the field. He's got to retire. And just 1 ball to go.
Sorry, Phil, I've been misinformed by the scores. I'm sorry.
So there's only 1 ball left, and Simmons has decided to stay out there because he's not going to have to face. So it's not going to really make too much difference. He just has to run. Simmons roaring down the pitch. He'll come back for the seconds, but I think he'll probably be run out. Yes, they've got him. Yes, he's given him out, run out. So that'll be 1 more to the total. So 72 for 2 scored by the West Indies. We've got a pretty good match on our hands here.
So South Africa chasing 73 are 9 for no wicket after 5 deliveries. It's Daryl Cullinan facing Jimmy Adams.
Oh, he's hit that one nicely. Is it going to be out? Oh, what a beauty! That is an unbelievable catch. That was going for 6 for sure. Simmons jumped in the air. He must have been at least 1.5 feet off the ground, and he caught it in his fingertips.
9 runs off it.
He's had a very good tournament so far. This is just part of the icing in the last match. He still has to bowl, and what a catch.
Could we remove the 7th West Indian? Thank you very much.
Jimmy Adams, left arm round the wicket, and nicely played into the gap on the onside. That's going away down to the boundary there, right off the meat.
Well, Jonty, bad luck. I thought you were going to beat England in that, what was in effect a semi-final.
Yeah, I think we've come a long way from the first six-side tournament. We got a lot to learn, I think, if we're going to play this again. I think we threw it away. England came back very strongly. We had a good start through Daryl Cullinan. But yeah, they finished it off.
I'm not quite sure that being caught Smith bowled Reeve will go down in your book as the greatest dismissal ever.
No, I've forgotten about it already. I'm put it behind me quickly.
14 off this over so far. And there's another one of those little nudges. The ball short and played away nicely before. I can't believe that wasn't very, very close to a no ball as well, but umpire Kitchen has decided that's not the case. It's the end of the over, and the score now 27-4. Right off the meat of the bat again, but that'll be picked up and well fielded by Jimmy Adams, and it's gone a little bit wide. Lara does the backing up there. He lets go of one glove and latches onto it. It's in the air, and will this be caught? Lara's going for it. Will he catch it? Yes, very good catch by Brian Lara. He covered a lot of ground there. He caught that almost down a deep fine leg. Got rid of one glove and went scampering after it. That's a very good effort.
It was a terrific catch because it looked at the start that he had no chance at all of getting there. It was a miscued shot, went to be the pull drive away on the onside. Now Lara is making terrific ground. That's a great catch.
Well, that's well played down the ground and over the top for 6. Lovely shot. Well, the South Africans now getting right within striking range of victory in this match. They need 33 runs off 13 balls.
A chance here for the field if he's quick enough. Good work. Shivnaran Chandapal. Good effort. Came in very, very fast. Promising young cricketer, brilliant fielder, and a fine young batsman. 40 for 3 now. And Chandapal was the man out long off. Had to make good ground. Flat out he was when he took the catch. And the third wicket goes down, Hansi Cronje.
12 runs scored.
Oh, we were trying to play that on the onside, and it's gone to third man for 4. So that was just a little bit lucky.
There have been some reverse sweeps tried in this match so far, but Eric Simons has devised a new method there. Off the back of the bat, beautifully angled, and a very valuable 4 runs.
28 needed off 10 deliveries. That'll probably go for 4 as well. He hasn't really latched onto that, but it's been effective. That's short, and he's got that one away nicely right off the meat that time and almost over the fence. So they needed that 4. 16 runs off that over. Just 1 over to go now. 17 runs required. Can he make it 4 4s? Oh, well, this could be out. It's high and running going down towards... Oh, he's dropped it. A lovely fumble. Well, he had it covered. He came too far, went around and juggled that one. I think Harper would quite like to have gone for it himself. As it turns out, I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference.
3 balls left, 14.
Because the West Indians have now become favourite. Have a look at that. And that's the nasty fielding when it goes right through the hands. Well, that's up in the air again. He'll get another chance, will he? Here he comes. Will he get it this time? No, he hasn't. He's got himself in a terrible tangle down there. Well, it went up miles. He's still recovering from the previous one.
Phil Simmons is now having a bit of a chuckle, but he wasn't when this happened, when Vasbert Drakes made an absolute nonsense of it. He's lucky he wasn't underneath it. Could have done himself a terrible injury.
So they need 12 off 2, so 2 6s are required. He flayed that one away on the offside, so that's gone for 4, which basically is the end of that. They need 8 runs to win with 1 ball to go, unless he does something very silly here. South Africa have come forth. He's hit that one and over the top it goes, so that was a very good shot for 6, so they were just 2 runs short. A good match, that one, for the place. And so the West Indians take out the number 3 position in this competition, with South Africa ending up 4th.
With 2 days of superb cricket.
Before the grand final, it's India versus the West Indies for the plate. This is the second ball with Robert Haynes bowling to Jadeja. 4 without loss to score.
Well, that's in the air and well over the head of long on. So Jadeja off to a flying start. 10 on the board already after only 2 balls. And there's another one, this time over cover point. Gordon Greenwich can only watch that sail over his head. What a start for India. Oh, well, there we go. Bowled 4th ball for 16. And that one really rocketed through to hit the middle stump. Franklin Stevenson will bowl the second over. He's bowling from the clubhouse end. But a savage blow from Tendulkar, but it's in the air, and a catch taken comfortably by Haynes at long off. So India lose their second wicket. And so 2 of is gone. 27 for 2, and Michael Slater watching. What sort of start here by India? How do you think they're doing, Michael?
Yeah, they've lost 2 wickets, but I think they're travelling quite well. Holding 3 overs remaining, so they can post certainly they can get 70 runs plus here. I think Campbell is probably the key now.
Now Gordon Greenwich, who's taken a few wickets in this tournament, is coming on from the bowling green end. 27 for 2, 18 balls left, and he's bowling to Ankola. That's a big hit, a huge hit from Ankola. Well over long off, that's 6, in fact dropped in the crowd. And then back and gave up the full treatment. Gordon Greenwich think much of that, but he's done that to a few bowlers in his time. That's going away over deep mid-wicket this time, just to the left of the Cathay Pacific box. And that was still going a little out of the ground, I think.
He nearly wet that ball, I think, and pulled back there.
Away again. 6 more. Well, poor Gordon's not going to like this.
Well, not too many wickets so far in this over. He's really bowling a slow donkey box at the moment, and the Indian batsmen are taking full advantage. Where's this one going to go?
Oh, away he goes. Into the scoreboard, is it? Over the top of the scorebox. That's the first time we've seen that in this tournament. That really is a big hit. But around about 70, 80 yards out of the ground, which again were well over the scorebox. And that's a pretty disastrous over from Gordon Greenwich, which went for 28. And India had suddenly moved on to 55 for 2. Well, he's carved that away. That means he has to retire. Beautiful stroke. The thump of the gloves and he's away, and he retires on 33, scoring 64 for 2. Five balls to go, 82 on the board. Oh, it's got miles in the air. Greenwich circles underneath it. Oh, just out of his reach. Well, he could almost have caught that, I suppose, but somehow leant over the boundary boards. Only just dropped over. But the result is 6. And more excitement for this large crowd. Well, they've had a great day out.
Going berserk out there now, the crowd. Waiting for that final.
This is Mandraker. That's 6 more. And India really piling it on here. The West Indies are going to face a tall order. There's still 1 ball to go. And the total is now 99. And 1 more 6 here. Which is the highest score of the competition. The West Indies made that 104 against Australia.
No, well, I remember it.
The last ball, it hasn't gone for 6, but it's gone for 4. 103 is a tremendous total by India.
It certainly was, and the West Indies weren't able to top it. In fact, they ended with 70 for 1 in their innings, so India won the game by 33 runs to take 3rd place, with the West Indies down in 4.
Nearly there now. The skipper to bowl. 22 runs required, and Adam Hollyoak has gone for 9. He went for 9 runs against Australia earlier today, 16 against Sri Lanka. So you would say, it's, if you're a betting man, that it favours England now in this situation. That's a very, very tough ask.
Right ball!
That's not what he needed. Anything just beyond the stumps on the leg side, called a wide. He doesn't like it. It was a close call, but that makes the 6 balls into a 7 ball last over, and now only 20 required. And Zahoor Elahi has scratched around for just 5 runs up until this point. And he's found the boundary there. Well, suddenly the mood in the stadium has changed completely, and it's the Pakistan supporters who are now beginning to believe once more. 16 runs off 5 deliveries. Too wide. He's not bowling the line he wants. And straying once more. And again, it's got hold of. Elahi is actually coming up with the goods here. And he's suddenly come to life. Now only 12 runs needed for victory. I say only, that's a 4 off every ball, but he's made this one into a 6. Would you believe it? Pakistan then up to 65. Just 6 runs needed. And actually, if they get level on 70, it'll be good enough if they don't lose more wickets. And that's more or less guaranteed it. It's gone all the way. And Hollyoak has been proven to be the most expensive bowler right when he didn't need it. He's bowled admirably throughout the 2 days, but he's getting clobbered in this final over. Just giving them a little bit too much width. Pakistan were criticised as coming here with something of a patchwork side, and that was the headlines when the team was announced. He's a positive man, is Adam Hollyoak. He needs to be positive now, just to think, draw himself in, and keep it straight up. And it's Elahi who's come good here. Wazim watches the other end. He must be thrilled. And Brown has missed it.
Wide ball!
And a wide. And quite right too. And that's it. 3 runs. Effectively. And what a disappointing way for it to finish for England. But what delight for Pakistan. After getting beaten comprehensively by England yesterday in the group format, they've come back and won this title, the 2nd time in their history, with some superb hitting, and really I think it was the bowling that did it for them.
Well, disappointment obviously for England, although there was consolation for Kent's Matthew Fleming, who was named player of the tournament. Congratulations at the end though must go to Pakistan, the 1997 Hong Kong Sixes champions, with Wasim Akram showing he's well on the road back to full fitness. So there we are.
Never discount them. Oh dear, what a start that is. Saw Imran Nazir play in Sharjah, exciting young player. He was only 17 then. He's now 19 and he's got better. 6 off the first ball.
Well, he was so impressive in that match against Australia. With a bit of a horizontal bat.
He's gone again. Same result. There's no messing around with eggs around. Didn't quite get it right. Ipashanta just a little bit short of where it should have been. And there's the sunburnt roof of the mouth. Look.
Nikhil Chopra for India.
Now then, I reckon that's almost as big as the one that lured.
Not a strapping big young man. That's the reason he has to play that horizontal bat shot, even when he has to hit it straight down. That gets the power. That's how he gets that distance on those big shots.
And he's gone again. Shorter boundary, same result. So a couple of 6s to end the over for Warne. It was a really...
bowler. This is why Pakistan is such a good team. You're talking about Imran Nazir being able to hit the big shots. Then Wasim Akram came along. And now Shahid Afridi. No one more renowned than him for the big shots.
He's had to contend with a good delivery first up, but he's off the mark. 70. I think they've taken the game away, and this is a big ask for the Sri Lankans. And that's the Pakistan bench. That's a high one too. Is it high enough? Is he inside the ropes? He says he is, and Imran Nazir he's just asking the umpire, and the umpire said, I'm sorry, son, you got to go. He's disappointed. He's out for 27. They lose their first wicket. 70 for 1.
Well, he was concerned whether that was a no ball because it was a full toss, a high one. Imran Nazir, 27, 70 for 1.
And now Afridi, it's his first boundary. There we go. This is up in the air. It's not far enough, but it might drop safely. And good effort from the bowler. He's had to run a good 50 metres, Chandana, after delivering the ball, and he almost got there. And there's a very good shot. It's gone all the way. Didn't appear like he'd hit it at all, Shoaib Afridi. But such is the strike and the timing of this man, it's gone all the way.
This is a really good shot. He was digging out a Yorker, and as you said, didn't try to hit it hard. It was all skill. Made sure that he got some bat on it.
100 up. Oh, and that's a very good shot. He'd set himself up to play it on the offside. The bowler snuck it down the leg, and he still got it away for 6. So what a total from Pakistan. 107 for 1.
Record total Pakistanis, but that good over from Upul Chandana made the difference. 2 skillful shots. So there you are, Imran Nazir. My God, that talent is worth watching. He's a young man, scored 27.
And you've got all fast bowlers.
Yeah, we have sort of Shoaib Malik turn into fast bowler, Afridi turn into fast bowler, and 3 of us. So I think it's good for the situation here.
Well, it seems to be working for you, Waz. I won't say good luck for the game. That'd be unfair on South Africa, but we're just about ready to go, so I'll let you go and prepare, and I'll throw back to you in the commentary box, Barry.
Big names will be all there fighting for the prize money, $80,000 US. The winner gets.
Prospect Imran Nazir, he's hit some big sixes. Wasim Akram's at the other end. Youth and experience for Pakistan, left and right-hander. Derek Crooks, also a lot of experience under his belt. He's going to take the ball. He's done a good job up front. There's Imran Nazir, just age 19. He's all pumped up to go. The big one, who will hoist the cup above their heads. Here's Derek Crooks. And he swatted the first one away. Was it a no ball? Commitment in the field, just the one. No, it's 2. They've managed to come, and he's hit the stumps, but Wasim Akram home. So the whole competition has been lifted. The standard already, a lot of commitment. And lucky to get away with that, Derek Crooks. I thought it might have been a no ball above waist high. Not to be. There he goes again. Has he hit it well enough? Has he caught it? No, he hasn't. It's 6.
And it was a no ball.
And it was a no ball. So Derek Crooks feeling the pressure. Imran Nazir, he would have had his heart in his mouth for just a second because he knew he didn't get all of it. He's charged it. Anxious looks. Did all the right things, Alfonso Thomas, but couldn't hang on to the ball. Just dropped over the fence. Gone again. Imran Nazir. He hits it hard for a little man. But that steely look in his eye too. He wants to take him on. Great start for Pakistan. This is over his head as well, so it's another 4. No missing from the Pakistan side. 20 of 5.
He's only bowling spin, Crooks. He's only bowling slow, and because the wicketkeeper has stood back, it's allowing Nazir to advance. He's done it again. He's been down the track every ball. This time just a single to long off. But if the keeper stands up, it does restrict the batsmen with their footwork.
Yeah, good point. He's got no pads on, so I don't know quite how he would stand up. There's not a regular keeper, Lewis. Bosman. They've opted for this all the way back, gives away the bye. Wasim's off too. Just the single. What an over. 22 for no wicket. And it's not over yet. He hasn't got all of that. Just the single. And that mightn't be a bad thing from a Pakistan point of view. Imran Nazir is the man who's really exciting us with his big hitting. He's gone again, Imran Nazir. When he hits him, they stay hit. Pakistan taking the South African bowling apart. That's been their strength throughout the tournament, but the Pakistanis making a mockery of this. Down the wicket he goes, on the full.
That's tremendous, because it was so low. It hit low on the bat. Not easy to hit a low full toss for 4, never mind 6.
Very orthodox stance, everything right about Imran Nazir, and he hits him hard. There he goes again. Swatted this away on the offside, giving himself a little bit of room. That certainly wasn't orthodox in execution. But another boundary. He's racing towards the 31, Imran Nazir. This takes him to 29, just a little bit of room, backs his eye. He's nowhere near it. What does he do now, Henry Williams? And that's a good delivery. Just the single. Well, they've come out and blitzed the South African bowlers. They've hardly had time to settle down. And there's 34 on the board. Nazir's got 30 of them. And the spectators have really enjoyed this. And Wasim Akram, who's now going to face, has had a bird's eye view of a young man who's got a future in Pakistan cricket. Well, he's going to join in the fun. Imran, if you can hit it for 6, so can I. 40 off 2. The 2 fours, don't worry about the singles, not even a factor. Now, what's going through his mind? He's still a very young man. He's got another young man to bowl to who's in prime touch. And that's a high ball. Very, very high. And out. Well taken by Derek Crooks. Got underneath it. Alfonso Thomas strikes, and that's a big wicket for South Africa. They really did need that.
But what a knock. 12 balls.
And they crossed, and now Wasim's after him. And it's got him too. This is carnage. 6s everywhere.
What a shot. He is in phenomenal form. He looks so fit as well, Wasim Akram. He never moved. The moment he hit this, he knew it was 6. It was one of those, please take a photograph of this. The real pose. He's having a perler. Great call.
And that's an edge for 4. Yes, he's got better eyes than I've got. I thought it was a little unlucky, Alfonso Thomas. He thought so as well, but bothering him got it completely right. 50 up for Pakistan. And again, like a tracer bullet here. Not always where they wanted to go, but 4 nevertheless. And when you think of their bowling attack, Razak Akram will be tough for the South Africans. There's the pose again. He's got it square of the wicket. There's only 1 on the offside, remember that. And he's got enough bat to get 4. So not only are the 6s flowing, but there's a little bit of thinking going on out there from Wasim Akram. He knows there's a big space there.
Down on the back knee. Speed from Akram. Straight to long off. Hit like a bullet, but just the single. More than halfway through the innings now. 1 ball remaining in the 3rd over. Another good one for Pakistan. With their bowlers, I think they'll be confident of defending 75 or 80. They'll want a few more. But no one has taken their bowling apart so far in these 2 days.
Well, Afridi's
he's joining. What a shot that is. That is a superb shot. He's actually hit it over backward point intentionally for 6.
Hope the Pakistanis don't lift it over the rope.
Well bowled, and this could be a run out. Yes, it is. Andrew Hall. He'll be delighted with that terrific footwork. Wasim Akram.
Akram's run out for 23. Well played. It was off only 9 balls, but we've had 2.
Go. The bowler of the tournament so far, without a shadow of a doubt. He's only gone for 17 in his previous 4 games. And he starts with a single. This is the key over.
And he's gone off his full run. Did you notice that? In a lot of the games, he's not bothered measuring out his run. This time, he's right back where his normal run-up would start.
But he has no ball problems. When he goes off his full run, he can bowl no balls.
He can also bowl some very good swinging deliveries as well.
He'll be quick. But it's going off the bat for 4 down to 3rd man. Akram substituting a little bit of accuracy for pace, and it's to Bosman's liking.
The hammer. He swings hard at it. And Bosman's got to go. He's got to 31. Terrific for the young man. We've seen all the established test players playing in this competition, and they've done us proud, but there's been 1 or 2 youngsters, and this boy is one of them. A very young man just starting out on his career. What a knock. 9 balls for 31.
Crooks is there already. Hit on the foot. It's gone down to the boundary. Imran Nazir can't pull it in. It's been given as runs by Bob Fotheringham. I thought it hit him straight on the boot. I was surprised there wasn't an appeal. Doesn't matter if it's off the bat or off the leg. What matters is that it's 4.
Look at the commitment from Imran Nazir. He wants to win. Both sides have really lifted the quality of the play here. They're both desperate for this victory. And the cup that goes with it.
Did he catch it? No. Not sure it was a chance. It was hit back by Crooks with a lot of power. Wonderfully athletic work from Akram. Just short. Inches short. 42 to win of 14 balls. Only 2 deliveries left for the great fast bowler Wasim Akram for South Africa to contend with. A precious dot. That's 2 dots in a row. Akram has gone for 9 of 5 deliveries. He's doing it again.
Well, I think Derek Crooks has missed out here. He's got a full toss outside the off stump and no 3rd man. Gift. And it's ended up a dot ball. So 2 dots on the trot. That's not what South Africa wanted.
And found the man with the last ball. Couldn't get it square enough. Only 10 off the over. Again, brilliant stuff from Wasim Akram. 3 overs gone, 58 for none.
Throws.
One of the problems is Elworthy's on 24 and he can only go to 31, so there's going to be a new batsman at the crease. That's a problem for South Africa.
Here's Malik. It's down the leg side now. Is that a wide? It is. But they could run. They can run. They can run and get an extra run.
Quite right.
That's 2 instead of 3.
They're all panicking out there.
The bowler. He's got that one pretty well. It's out. Akram takes the catch. 10 yards off the rope at backward point. He's dismissed Elworthy, and they are converging from everywhere. The Pakistan players, Abdul Razak, has run from deep square leg all the way over to the offside. This means a lot to them.
Just opened the face, not quite enough on it, picked out the man directly. Wasim Akram, isn't he delighted? He knows how big that is. Steve Elworthy's played really well, 10 balls for 24. And it's a big wicket for Pakistan, 74 for 1.
5 balls remaining. Andrew Hall, he can bat. But But he's going to bat out of his skin. He's probably going to have to bat better than he ever has in his whole life. He bowled really well. That's what he's got to do. 3 sixes and 2 fours.
Well, the traffic is going everywhere. Plenty of policemen out there, arms waving. They wanted Pakistan. Lots to do for South Africa. Just lost their way. Wasim Akram again, 1 over for 10.
And they're going, Barry, for 3 on the offside. Whether they've been watching Hall favour the offside, or they feel let's protect the shorter boundaries on the off. Oh, it's got through for 4. Imran Nazir, 4 byes. If he had just taken that, it would have all been over. 4 sixes wouldn't have got them home. There's still a chance, South Africa.
He just took his eye off it. I think he thought they were going to take a bye, and he was anxious to try for the run out. It's just gone straight past him.
This needs to go for 6. It needs to go for 6, but it's a wide. That'll be called wide, and they're through. That'll be it. There they go. Out go the arm. That's 3. 2 for the wide. 1 because the batsman ran, and they get an extra ball.
We said, Shoaib Malik, what would he be saying? Just a little sign of pressure.
We need a 6. No, just a single. Well bowled, well fielded, and well captain Wasim Akram. He's got his men in the right place. I think Malik's deliberately bowling a foot outside off.
Yeah, the trouble with that is that if you just miss and you go for wide and he gets some sort of bat on it, there's no third man. That's what South Africa are going to be thinking.
3 sixes is what they need. They haven't got it. It's gone down to long on. Now he should change his plan. Now they should put another man over and bowl straight, because South Africa need wides.
Right. They haven't thought about it. They're going to stick with the plan that's worked so far.
Well, he's still got to bowl straight. He's got to bowl at the stumps. He has. It's off the stumps. It's a fine shot before. Clever batting, but not good enough. Pakistan, and there's the smile from the captain, will be champions. 1 ball remaining. It's been a great final. Akram's delighted, and watch for the crowd. Watch the invasion when this ball's bowled. It's on the stumps. It's a swing and a miss. It's a dot ball. Pakistan are champions of the 2001 Cathay Pacific Standard Bank Sixes.
Welcome back to the Kowloon Cricket Ground here in Hong Kong. It doesn't get any bigger than this. It's the grand finale for the Cup final, Australia, and they're taking on a very strong lineup from Pakistan. Well, that's what transpired at the toss. David Warne winning the toss, and he is elected to bowl first. Very strong lineup from Pakistan. Australia, well, they have gained in confidence with each passing game. That's gone. That's a 6. That's a cracking shot. That's very sweetly timed. That's gone the distance. And that's 6 number 2, back to back. That's 6. And he has to retire with that. Outside edge and taken. That's a big wicket for Australia here. Imran Nazir has been dismissed for 13. Picking up a single, direct hit, and that's a big wicket as well. Shoaib Malik has been run out here for Pakistan. Another one. Wicket number 3, it's all happening. 2 wickets in the first 2 deliveries here for Pakistan. We'll have to, direct hit and gone. Another run out. It was a wide delivery. That's up in the air, and that's going to clear the boundary line here. That will get him to a half century again. Half century here for Ahmed Shahzad. This time it's come of 14 deliveries. That's clean. That's a clean shot. He's on fire here, Ahmed Shahzad. 6 of the first delivery. Sohail Khan it is on strike, and he's clobbered a couple of sixes of the first 2 deliveries of this over.
Oh, we've got an LBW in the final. This is unbelievable. I think this is the first LBW we've had the whole competition, and it's gone in the final.
Oh, he's hit it a long, long way. It's gone out of the ground. Another one. This even bigger. Slower delivery, and you don't need to run for it.
Australia put to the sword now. Pakistan 132 for 5. What will this last ball bring?
Well, it brings a wicket for Australia. Yes, it does. So Pakistan have been bowled out, but they have completed their quota of those 5 overs. They've played those 40 deliveries, and they have put 132 runs on the board.
And there it is, very clear to see how Shahzad Ahmed has really dominated this Australian innings and dominated the runs for Pakistan.
He hits it very well onto the pads. He clips it towards the onside.
Short and swung. 6 on the full, hits the board. And this is Maxwell. He knows he needs to get moving on quickly. Australia, they still need over 100. And Warne deposits over mid-wicket for 6. And Maxwell, in his customary style, hits it over mid-wicket. That's his hallmark. And he punches it through extra cover. He'll have to retire. Very strong on the leg side. And bowled it. Oh, that's a wicket. Big one for Pakistan. They wanted it. And that's not what Australia planned for. Taken on the full, might be out caught. He's got another wicket, the Pakistan captain. Australia have lost their 2nd wicket. And Pakistan is on fire. Australia 64 for 2. Oh, this is a big one. That is hit for 6. And with it, Maxwell will retire. And he slashes, and he'll get a boundary. This is Cleary, so 82 for 2. They got 8 balls remaining, or 10 balls remaining. And Cleary, keep running, keep running, keep running. They wouldn't get you out, they wouldn't get you out. Oh, so he's decided to get him out anyway. So now Warne has to come. Warne has to come. Well, a few words being exchanged. It doesn't matter in the heat of the moment. It's all happening. Warne strides out to the centre. Australia need 50 of 9. It's cleared. The rope is gone for a huge 6. So Australia has had the right start for the last over.
Good hit, a good blow. Very lusty blow from Carter's. Goes for another 6. Straight over the side screen.
It's bounced, it's gone to the boundary. Will it be a no ball? Well, what's happening? No ball and 4 byes. Oh, that's hammered over cover.
down to the boundary for 6. Australia closing in, 12 of 4. And there is great belief now. How did Pakistan lose the initiative?
He goes big, Carter.
That's gone for 6 more. This is an amazing performance by young Carters. He's gone up to 31. He's made himself a hero and he's got to retire. And he hits it down to long on. He's outcaught. He's outcaught. They've got the wicket. The last ball. And that's a wide. That is a wide. It's gone for 4. And Australia have won. It was expected when he was going round the wicket. The angle could have possibly taken it down the leg side. And Australia has climbed Mount Everest. They've achieved a practically impossible target. Oh, what a tremendous effort by Australia. They chased down a huge target, and that's the final match summary. At 132, Pakistan should have definitely considered themselves as favourites after that fine knock of 92 by Ahmed, but Australia batted consistently. Warne made 35, not out, Maxwell 34, and young Carters rose to the occasion. He made 31.
For a single. Pakistan will be looking for a big score. We've seen such different scores today than we did yesterday as the teams get used to the surface, gaining confidence. That's a good shot. Good effort there from the captain.
Yes, great effort by the big fella, trying to dive full length, trying to stop it. But it's a real gift. Looks like the other one, the Dusra. But the batsman trying to get it on the full. Swept away nicely. Smart batting.
Yeah, that's maximum. A wry smile on the face of Arjun Nair. He knew that wasn't the worst delivery. The batsman was prepared for it, and just good placement, decent timing, that's all you need to get maximum. And again, this one is big. It's not. He can get hold of it. That's the difference. The previous ball he played smart, he got 6. This time he jumped down, gave it all the effort, but ended up with a single.
Well, Pakistan's 6s right throughout the tournament. Plenty of power down the ground. Some beautiful shots. And the kids watching at home, just watch how they keep the composure. Watch how they... Yeah, it might be a little bit of slogging going on, but you still got to watch the ball onto the bat. Got to present the full face to the delivery. Geez, there's some seriously big hits.
Yeah, lots of teams have been adding to the Virgin Atlantic tally, but I reckon Pakistan will get a good business class seat in there. So far, not that many. Interestingly, Sohail Tanvi usually goes with almost a template at the toss where he says, yeah, I'm happy with 80 to 90. This time he realized and he said 90 plus.
Well, they're probably the best bowling attack, Pakistan, in the competition. So they do want to ideally get maybe 90 plus to be able to be comfortable, to be comfortably defend the target. But I would still back Pakistan. If they were to get, say, 90 runs, I would still back Pakistan to come out on top.
That'll be wide again. South Africans watching keenly. One of these two teams out there will be their opponent in the grand final. Defending champion South Africa. That is high, wide, handsome Virgin Atlantic maximum.
Yep, that's out of here. Beautiful bit of footwork. Watch how he keeps his head still. Bang.
A wonderful smooth flourish about his stroke play. Other than the fact that he got down on his knees, it was very much like a golf tee. Get out the Big Bertha. Not on that occasion. It was more like a bunker chip gone wrong. Yeah, that's more like it. He tried that the previous occasion, and this time it's smooth. Onto the green for 6 more.
Towering 6 by Hamad over wide mid-on. But a great cricket shot. Doesn't try to overhit it. Just gets the full face of the bat onto the ball.
And again. And again. Even though that hung in the air for a while, Hamad all along knew that he had done enough to get it over the fielder. Hope that young man's all right.
Yeah, an incredible shot that. Managed to get it over extra cover, over the boundary for 6 more.
Make that 3 in a row. Cox's Road again, feeling the damage, feeling the heat. Pakistan quickly approach 50 in just 2 overs.
Yeah, dear oh dear. Gregory proving very expensive, going for 29 off his 1 over. And Pakistan are looking pretty there at 49 of just 2 overs gone.
I think there's a good lesson throughout this tournament. If you're if you're trying to put together a team for a tournament like the Sixers, and you've got a choice of players, Pakistan have proved that bowling can play an important part even in a batsman's game like the Sixers. They've come with 5 bowlers who like to bat. Just like that, this time they've got one specialist batsman, that's Farhan, and he's smashed it for another maximum. That's 4 maximums in a row.
Yes, a tremendous 6 there by Hamad, using his feet, getting to the pitch of the ball. And he's out of it. I believe he's probably got a little nick there. Keeper Reardon doing the rest. So Short picking up a key wicket there.
Yeah, loving the music in the stands too. One wicket down for Pakistan. Did his bit there. Sohail Tanvir walks out. He's had a good time with the bat in the tournament. All round, in fact. He had the likes of Nizakat from Hong Kong, who are the leading lights as far as the number of runs are concerned. But Sohail Tanvir, every time he comes out, he winds up and sends it into the stands.
That's a glorious shot over wide mid on.
Missed out the second time. Stands very still, the Sohail Tanvir. On that occasion, shimmies down. Very close to our guest commentator in the stands, the man with the megaphone. He's gone a little silent. There he is. He's having lunch. No, he's back.
That's a smart shot, that. He got deceived into the flight, but he still managed to keep his composure and swat it into the stands.
And again, this is carnage. The 4th 6 of the over. 73 already. We've just had 3 overs.
Pakistan really turning it on here. They are absolutely flying. That's 6 more of the bowling of Short. And now the captain, Hastings, into the attack. He really needs to do something special here to stem the flow of these runs.
Yeah, they're 2 specialist bowlers, Hastings and Ben Laughlin, to finish up. Can they stem the flow of runs? Pakistan at this rate on course for 121. Would be the highest score of the tournament.
Oh, effortless. Wow. That's a special shot. Well played, Hamad. He retires at 36.
He didn't really hit that. He just guided it. Yeah, you can smash it, you can time it, you can edge it, you can bunt it. On that occasion, he just knew exactly where he wanted to deposit it.
It's just a 9 deliveries, 5 sixes. That's a special innings there for Pakistan by Hamad.
And 9 sixes hit in the last 12 deliveries. Make that 10 in 13. Oh, it's insanity here. 90 plus was a target set by Sohail Tanvir. We're already 85, still a minimum of 10 deliveries to go.
Yes, I've got a feeling Pakistan are about to set the highest total of the competition.
They can breathe for a moment. I thought he had placed that perfectly. Anwar Ali, he hadn't, just got the single. Sohail Tanvir gets it back. Australia put Pakistan into bat. They're 29 runs away from the highest score in the tournament. A lot of teams have got stuck at 114. We thought it'd be broken by Hong Kong the last time around.
Well, nicely bowled there by Johnny Hastings. Leg stump Yorker. He's done well there to get that for a dot. Perhaps going to go for it again.
Just pushes it for 6. Low full toss. Thank you very much. I'll have 6 more.
Yes, a towering 6. I know he just pushed it. But Pakistan have scored 13 sixes. It's just the 1-4 coming.
Yeah, he put a little heat into that one and he'll have to pay for it. 2 runs and re-bowl that. Sorry, Mr. Hastings. It's a harsh game. It's actually a very good delivery. Could they get to 100 before they start their last over? Pick up just the 1 to finish with, so 95 with an over to go. These 2 teams are going to be meeting South Africa in the, or one of these 2 teams will meet South Africa in the cup final. And that's the silverware they're playing for. The cup on the right, the plate on the left. The dream trophy, the silverware to play for. Cup champions, we know one team that are already there, the defending champions. And the plate too, everything to play for. Hong Kong, a contender. Sohail Tanveer smashes the bat into the pads in frustration. Wants to get a few more now that he's so close. Laughlin, the slow ball specialist. Excellent, excellent from Ben Laughlin.
Yeah, it's been a great start by Benny. Got the ball into the block hole. So Tanveer be eyeing up that leg side boundary. Ideally, if I was Sohail Tanveer, I'd be trying to hit a 4 and then try and follow it up with a 6. Trying to maximise the amount of runs you could possibly get.
No, he's gone straight over. He knows it's the last over. Every run counts. 100 up for Pakistan with the 14-6 of their innings. Tanveer gets a chance to just warm up for his bowling effort. And he knows that they'll have a few to defend. So it's Sohail Khan this time. Order has been restored, not Sami. That's up in the air. Has it been taken by the captain, Johnny Hastings? What a good catch. He covered a bit of ground, kept his eyes on the ball. Well done, skipper.
Yes, a smart catch there by Johnny Hastings. Keeps his eyes on the ball. Well done, sir.
He wasn't dropping that one. The only thing he dropped were the sunnies. And he wouldn't mind that. Wicket to Ben Laughlin. 2 deliveries to go, and it's been an excellent over. The way Pakistan were going, 120, 125 was on the cards. That's going to be 6 number 15. With 1 delivery to go, Pakistan have a chance to at least equal the highest score of the tournament, which is 115. Okay, Australia had other ideas, so now Pakistan have a genuine chance. Ben Laughlin says, yeah, okay, you can have that. Merry Christmas, Happy Halloween, have it your way. 111, Nelson up for Pakistan, and a maximum here, or even a Hublot, means they guarantee themselves the highest score of the tournament. Even a boundary gets them level. That was very, very close to 12. It just falls short of even 6, and Pakistan once again, that 115 looks a barrier no one wants to cross. So 2 teams have got there. What a time to bring up the joint highest score of the tournament in the Cup semi-final in a knockout game.
Like I said, they've really turned it on here, Pakistan. They recognise a big game, the semi-final of the competition. And they've posted 115 of their allotted 5 overs. Sohail Tanvir, Mr. Azam at the top, both really leading the way. And they're well supported by Anwar Ali as well, who scored 18 of just 5 balls.
If you're an Australian bowling fan, look away now. 29 of Gregory, 24 of Short. Even Hastings and Laughlin, who didn't exactly bowl badly, all went for 20 plus. At the end, only Arjun Nair, who started things off, looks a little bit respectable. But as far as Pakistan are concerned, it's been a run fest. It's been a 6 fest. They've been keeping Virgin Atlantic happy. They've been keeping Hublot happy. Close, I reckon closer than any other team in the tournament to getting the 12 runs for hitting the Hublot sign. The Big Bang activation. But even without that, there have been plenty of Big Bang shots from the bats of Pakistan. They're bowling all-rounders who have lit up the 2017 Hong Kong Sixes. Sohail Tanvir has enjoyed his batting, as has Anwar Ali, Hamad Azam, and even towards the end of a couple of innings, Sohail Khan. This was how the innings finished up. The wicket, the catch to he is the only genuine tail-ender in this Pakistan batting lineup. And like Pakistan, even Australia haven't really changed their formula. South Africa have rotated their batting throughout the tournament. Australia have stuck to a plan. John Hastings, Nathan Reardon. They'll need to go from ball 1, but at the moment it's just gone high up in the air. It's not going to be taken. The fielder overruns the ball. They're going to keep running here. Coming off a first ball duck is John Hastings.
Well, he nearly repeated that feat again. Anwar Ali trying to charge in. Perhaps could have dived forward, but decided not to.
He would have joined Farisco Adams, 2 first ball ducks in a row after that magnificent start. Meanwhile, a little sloppy. Mohammad Sami having a chat with the umpires, saying he didn't even attempt to play it. Not that it matters if it's wide.
I think Sami's saying that it hit his leg and the batsman didn't play a shot. So how can that be 4 runs?
He's got a point there. He's got a point there. I assumed it was wides. It wasn't. Can't give leg byes if a batsman hasn't tried to play a shot. Very simple. Sami made a point to him. He said, look, he hasn't played a shot. How can he get that?
Look, let's have a look at there. Oh, saying that, looks like he has attempted a shot. Yeah, he has attempted a shot there, so have to go with the umpire's decision.
Yeah, not a pretty shot, but yes, take your point there. That's a pretty shot.
Beautifully struck by big Johnny Hastings. Plenty of power in that shot.
They need to score at almost 25 and over. They've only got 10. Make that 14. But yeah, it's in a game like this, you almost have to reinterpret that rule about playing a shot, because people play such strange shots these days that just about anything you poke your bat at constitutes playing a shot.
Yeah, some of the innovative shots that are out there nowadays just baffles me now. How guys are able to get the ball to the boundary. Nevertheless, back here, that was a wide ball by Mohammad Sami, who needs to really be on the money.
Smashed down, he'd only pick up a single to finish that over. Not quite got into his groove, Johnny Hastings. 17 off that over, which sounds good, but when you're chasing as many as Pakistan have made, then it's not quite up to the mark. But the end of day one, John Hastings was the leading run scorer, and he'd smashed quite a few to every part of the Kowloon Cricket Club. Really led from the front for Australia.
And there was only one way how Johnny Hastings went about his batting. It was power, and even more power.
There is plenty of power in those big shoulders. And he's on strike now. 17 off that first over, not good enough. Anwar Ali coming in from his now traditional short run-up. Doesn't waste any energy.
Very well bowled there by Anwar Ali, deceiving the informed Johnny Hastings. He's a smart customer, Anwar Ali.
Yeah, look out for that grunt. Sometimes it's a dead giveaway as to what he's doing with that delivery. Bowls off a short run-up, and when he's pushing that quicker one through, you'll notice that grunt, akin to some of these very ugly servers we have in tennis, with their deafening grunts.
I'm not sure they're too ugly, mate. I know Anna Kournikova used to grunt a fair bit.
You're not ugly players, I just meant the ugly grunts.
Wow, Nathan Reardon has put that out of the park, ball one. He's not wasting any time. He knows what the task in hand involves. And that's plenty of sixes if Australia are going to try and beat the score of 115 that Pakistan have posted.
That was a quicker one again from Anwar Ali. The Kournikova-like grunt, the Sharapova-like grunt. It's not helped him. Be happy to concede just 4. It's not a bad start from Australia, but under the circumstances, they're behind the 8 ball. Yeah, that's going to be big. Not massive, but big enough to go for 6.
Yes, smartly played. Just check drives it. Doesn't try to overhit it. And at this stage, you see the comparison. Pakistan were just ahead by 3 runs at the same stage in the game during their innings.
How did he get 6 runs of that? All he was doing was defending himself. It was like he found an annoying fly close to his base. He went to swat it. Fly goes, and it goes for 6. Take that.
Wow. Even the batsman can't believe what he's just pulled off. But he's happy seeing the umpire raising his arms.
Oh, that was another fly close to his face. This time he doesn't get to swat it. Good finish from Anwar Ali, but concedes 22 nonetheless. Pakistan finished the over big with 2 sixes. So Australia now 9 runs behind Pakistan at this stage.
So we'll look at some of the sixes by Nathan Reardon. That one is probably the most special one he's pulled off this afternoon.
What? Where was that? How many did I get for it? 1, 2, 6? Oh, nice.
So the captain to continue here. Johnny Hastings been on good form against the opposing captain, Sohail Tanvir.
That's what Sohail Tanvir does so well. Very unorthodox action. Wrong-footed, wrong-handed almost. Not playing in the regular Pakistan team anymore, but plays around the world in all the T20 leagues. That was deliberate. Gets 4 for it.
Yeah, smartly played. Just had a look around, see how the two fielders on the leg side are spread. Just use the pace of Sir Tanvir.
Tries to repeat the dose. This time Tanvir gets the better on him. Now we'll keep an eye on the comparison, because this is the stage around the halfway point of the third over when Pakistan really got going. They hit 5 consecutive sixes. 61 now, 16 runs the difference already. It was just 7 runs a few moments ago. And it'll continue every time Australia don't hit a 6.
It's the dot balls that are going to be gold for Pakistan. Or even if the balls just go for singles. Singles are just as good as dot balls for Pakistan at the moment. So they'll be happy if they can get the batters to hit the fielders in the deep. You can also already see the required run rates creeping nearly up to 28.
That's a nice looking shot, but again, 4s are not going to hurt Pakistan too much. Really well timed, lovely looking shot from Nathan Reardon, gets him to exactly 30. Look at that required rate. Given Sohail Tanvir wasn't appealing, he was pleading with the umpire. The umpire thought about it for a moment. Reardon had just gone across his stumps, and I think he left himself susceptible to that LBW. Don't see too many of those in this tournament.
Well, that's fair to say that was plumb. The umpire had no problems giving that. So this over is turning out to be a really good one for Pakistan. Tanvir only going for 11 runs and picking up the 1 wicket of Nathan Reardon.
That's a good start. A 4, but again, 4s are not going to hurt them, because even though they finished the over decently, 3 overs, 55 for 1, the required rate has climbed over 30 runs and over. Mountain to climb for the Australians.
Yep, so it's 61 runs required of 12 balls. That's the equation.
And that tells a story. Mohammad Sami 17 dot balls, Hamad Azam 16. They're in 3rd and 4th place in the tournament. We talked about dot balls being gold in this format of the game. But when you've got numbers like that, you know why Pakistan are doing so well in this tournament. Unbeaten and looking to continue that trend. Looks like we're going to have another Trans-Tasman 3rd, 4th place encounter. That should be gone. The umpire waits, he shakes his head. Batsman gets benefit of the doubt. Hamad Azam is looking a little grumpy. I'm not sure he'll be worried. 61 needed of 12. Oh, he had reason to be grumpy. He had every reason to be grumpy. Oh well. If there's any consolation, may not affect the outcome in the end. "59 of 10. Unless you're a Hublot fan in the Australian dressing room, that looks like game over.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult now for Australia to pull something off here. I think the game is well and truly beyond Australia's reach, unless they can come up with some hits towards the Hublot sign and get some 12s. It seems very unlikely that they're going to go on and win this game.
There they are. Very simple task. You've just got to hit that target and you get 12 runs. 6 for maximum, 6 bonus runs. We're still waiting for our first Hublot Big Bang clash. Been a sublime over from Hamad Azam. He had a few runs to play with, but he still had to bowl it well.
Well, Hamad has bowled an absolute belter off an over here. He's only gone for the 3 runs up until now with 1 ball to go. And can he pick up a wicket off the last ball? He can. So he picks up the wicket of Big Johnny Hastings. It's 1 wicket for just conceding the 3 runs. And I think that's probably the end of Australia.
Yes, we like to talk about the unpredictability of this game, but when the mathematics are that far against you, even the unpredictable becomes predictable. So we can already start looking ahead to a South Africa-Pakistan final. The defending champions against the 5-time champions will clash for the cup later this afternoon. Still plenty of cricket to play. We've got the plate to decide, 3rd and 4th. And just a bit of... oh, that cameraman's always in the way. He's all right this time. He likes to sit in the firing line, does he? Gregory conceded 29. Can he do 1 better with the bat?
Yeah.
Now they're appealing for obstructing the field. Sohail Khan is appealing for obstructing the field. The umpire says, let me consult my colleague. He was in the way, but the question is, was it deliberate? The real question is, does it really matter?
Yeah, look, I don't think it was deliberate. At no stage does the batsman look at the line of the ball. He just puts his head down and runs. That's okay for me, I think. So Khan needs to get on with the game.
Just trying to imagine that same scenario if Australia maybe needed 4, 8 of that last over. Would have been a few more discussions still going on out there. 47 of 4. Yeah, get on with the game. You're in the final.
That's flayed away. Bit of an edge of Gregory's bat, but that's gone all the way for 6 runs. Bit unconventional, but I don't think it's going to be enough for Australia's course to try and force a victory here.
It's another 4, and even with the Hublot Big Bang activation, it's mathematically out of reach. 37 of 2, just a formality to complete here. Australia will go through to meet the New Zealand Kiwis in the 3rd, 4th playoff game. Pakistan will face South Africa, and there's also a matter of the plate to be settled. Going to be a fascinating encounter next. I'm really looking forward to the young Bangladesh team taking on the MCC. I was chatting with them a while ago, and they had the names of all the MCC players down, and they were working out strategies for Ricky Clark, for Jordan Clark, for Darren Stephens, for Sumit Patel. Just a bit of individual glory with bat or ball to finish off. It's glory with the ball for... Oh, he's taken his hat off. No, just for a moment. Just for a moment he showed us his hand, or his head rather. What's he hiding in there? Never takes his hat off, but we have to take our hats off to Pakistan for making it to yet another grand finale. A chance for them to pick up title number 6, or for South Africa to pick up number 5, and 2 in a row, the defending champions. Pakistan v South Africa is going to be the challenge for the cup later this afternoon, but so much cricket still to be played. Australia will take on New Zealand in the 3rd, 4th place playoff, but before that, who will join Hong Kong in the plate final? Will it be the young boys from Bangladesh, or will it be the veterans from the MCC?
Well, that's the last wicket of the last ball. Anwar Ali completing a simple catch. Joyous Pakistan team, and their fans will be happy to know that they've made it into the final, and rightly so. They've been the outstanding team of the competition. Bit of a sorry scorecard for Australia. Nathan Reardon, the only highlight for their innings, got 30 off just a...
Yes, I'm here with the man at the moment. Hamid, you must be pretty pleased with yourself, and unbeaten 36 and you bowled a very tidy over.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I did perform and my team is in the final, so a happy moment for me.
Into the final where you'll face the defending champs South Africa. How are you rating your chances?
We have a game. We had a game against them in the pool game, so hopefully we'll win this final. And the last year we were runner-up against them, so it's a great chance for us to win this game.
What are you hoping to replicate from that game against South Africa yesterday?
Yeah, they have a very good side. Like they lost only one game against us, but we didn't lose any game, so our team morale is really high. So we'll try to keep this rhythm going.
You certainly are on a roll. Good luck for the final and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Back to you guys.
We've come down to this. It's the final of the Hong Kong Sixers, and it's going to see Pakistan, the undefeated Pakistan, up against South Africa in an 8-ball final that should be an absolute beauty. South Africa in the field first after winning the toss, and that's what they've got. Joining me for the big finale, Christopher Rogers. This should be a fantastic game of cricket.
Shouldn't it, Ryan? Strap yourself in. Each team has got 40 balls now to make it count. Still retire at 31, so it's going to be a different dynamic as well. How do you play this tactically? But these are the two teams that deserve to be in the final. Everyone's come here to win, but these are the two sides that showed the most desperation.
Absolutely. They've all had a good time here. That's the KCC members box up there with some of the teams going up for a quick drink after a long day's cricket. The local crowd are happy because Hong Kong have won the plate final, and now they'll see Pakistan, the dominant Pakistan. Hamid Azam is going to lead us off for Pakistan, And I know you said there might be different tactics, Chris. I got the feeling it's not going to be. It's going to be harder and longer. The balls are going to go for a long, long way. Urui's going to open the bowling for South Africa. I don't even want to guess how many runs the figure's going to be, what the target's going to end up here. Here we go, the final, the first rock. And we're going to start with a maximum, if you don't mind, and we're underway.
Oh, they've been absolutely unbelievable, Pakistan. The amount of sixes they've hit straight away, down on one knee, put over square leg. Thank you very much.
This one's down the ground, and they're going to take some fielding to stop it, and it was brilliant. The South African down there was absolutely outstanding. They dropped a couple in the previous match, but that is a great way to start.
Not only that, they stopped the batsman coming back for two, so in effect he saved 3 runs there.
Swain Pole the man. This one is in the leading edge. It's a vacant third man area. It's probably going to go all the way, and it does. Remembering, like Chris said, in the final, you've got to bowl 8 deliveries. We're going back to the 70s. It's old school. That's a pretty good delivery. Imagine the fight, Dennis Lilly bowling 8 rocks here on Kowloon Cricket Ground. The shirt would be unbuttoned. The chest hair would be out.
Bit like you at the moment, Ryan.
Got no chest hair, me, Chris. This one is going long, but it's a chance, and they're going to get an early wicket, the South Africans. Can you believe it? It's 11 for 1 off 4 balls.
And look at the elation from the South Africans. See, Brian, I think wickets, early wickets, is going to cost you dearly here because there's 40 balls. There's an extra 10 balls in this. I think you could play it a little bit differently.
Oh, absolutely. I'll leave it to you. You're the expert. Because tactics is something that you were actually extremely good at. Don't worry about that. Tanvir is going to be the next man, and we've seen him try to deposit every single ball he's faced into and onto the road.
And to be fair, that has been their tactics, and it's worked a treat for them. So probably think, well, we'll keep going with them.
What I still believe, and I'm with you about the tactics, you've got to get one in the shed. You've got to get someone retired to give you that safety down the back end. So here we go with his first rock, and guess what? He's hit that straight to the man at deep square. Can you believe it? Irwi is on a hat-trick.
Oh, I'm smelling an upset here, but what about that celebration? Stared straight at Tanvir and gave it to him.
It's all going on here at the Sixers. Pakistan, the overwhelming favourite, have lost 2 and 2 in the first, and the South Africans are up for
it. Send-offs in sixes. Now we're talking.
If you think this doesn't mean much to anyone, you only have to see that delivery and the reaction from Irwi. Sarrell is having a good time.
He's got some pretty decent pipes on him as well there.
It's actually brave bowling because he actually took the pace off for an offie. He actually lobbed it up and just did him. So here we go on a hat-trick. Can you believe it? It's going to be a wide. He took the gas. It could have been a feather. Imagine that fairy tale. Anwar, the new batsman, wasn't holding back though. And again, that's going to be a wide. So 8 balls become 10, and this could take a while.
Well, surely though, you can't get bowled out. You've got to agree, you can't get bowled out. So that would be fatal flaw number 1.
Absolutely. Down the ground, that's a beautiful cricket shot. South Africa changing their tactics a little. Mid-off was very wide, almost an extra cover.
Well, they've gone 3 players on the leg side here. We've only seen that in the recent games, but here we see these 2 wickets. Big 2 wickets. That first ball was short leg side boundary.
Good bowling. He's going to get a dot.
You don't want to be bowling wides here because Elway's now bowling the 10th ball of the over.
Fatigue becomes a factor. This one is going to go over cover for 6. A beautiful cricket stroke. He got it on the full and gave it the treatment. So these are the drop catches from the last time the South Africans were on the park. That one should have been taken. This one's a toughie, in all due respect. That one, there was a lot of almost ones. So Dry's the man. Warne Dry. He's going to bowl from the Kowloon Cricket Club members' end.
What you will see in this game is probably the fastest bowlers in the competition as well.
They do bowl some heat through the Pakistani bowling attack. That's a cut shot all the way for 6. You can't give these boys width.
It doesn't matter how quickly you bowl. If you bowl short and wide and swinging away, that's 407 sixes for the tournament, Brian. How many are we going to end up after this game?
Well, Charlie Burke told us 220 was the last 2012, so obviously in 5 years he didn't include GST. The boys have got bigger, stronger, and the bats are massive. That's going to be played away on the offside, nice and gently for 4. And can you believe it? We're only 1.2 overs in and the score's 35.
Well, he's bowling a first-class length here and swinging it away, and he's got one on the offside. He's changed it now. He's moving one of his leg side fielders onto the offside. Just a little bit more protection for him.
This time he's down the ground and we've nearly lost an umpire because that was hit at pace. Tabarak Dar, the umpire, did very well to clear the head there because that is on target.
He nearly went the wrong way too. That could have been nasty.
I do worry for umpires nowadays, let me tell you. We've seen a couple wear shields and maybe a helmet or two. That's sliced away on the offside, and that's going to be 4 more. It's a good over so far for Pakistan.
And the best thing about it for them is it's been pretty safe. Played good shots. Just know they lose another wicket here, and it's starting to get a little bit difficult. There's enough time just to play these good shots and go hard at the end.
Very hard to defend a cricket ground with only 4 fielders. That's what you got to do. That's a better length. Right on the money. You'll only get a single.
Well, he's gone for 19 here, and he's still got 3 balls to go.
There's lots of goings on in the crowd, that's for sure. That's down the ground as well. Hit very hard, and that's another boundary.
See, you only have to miss your length by a smidgen, and the difference between a single off the last ball and that being smacked back past him for 4.
Ahmad's 26 from 7, Anwar 14 from 4. That's short down the leg side and got the treatment. 4 more.
Well, the elation of the last over feels a long way away after this over, Brian.
Just lost his length. That's down the ground. He's a chance and he's out. There's your 3rd wicket. And thank you. He loves the celebration. There's Warne Dry and Sarah Louie.
What's going on here with these celebrations?
down the ground, didn't get the elevation, straight to him, and I'm going to go as far as saying he doesn't quite have the rhythm on the dance floor that's required. They're having a good time here at the KCC, and that little fella is probably watching his team go very well. That's him when he's bowling. He's pretty happy with himself and for the team. And with that wicket, he actually became the leading wicket taker of the tournament. There it is, confirmation. Sarel Irwi with 6 is equal with Cornet Dry and Essen Khan.
He's actually let himself down there. He's taken that catch. And Cornet Dry's equaled the wickets with him. What was he thinking?
Oh no, Swainpole. Swainpole bowling his leg spin from the long end, what we would say. The kids are having a good time. And the dance moves are aplenty. Oh, they're loving it here at the Kowloon Cricket Club.
Just needs to finish off with a send-off and
down the ground, there's just a single. So far, so good for Swainpole.
still a long way to go here for Pakistan.
That's got to be a wide. He just didn't get that one right. There's 8 balls in the over if you're looking at the bottom of your screen, and the MCC lads are earning a well-earned drink. But outside edge is going to go away for 4. He lost his length, his line, and through all this, Hamad has got to retire. He's been the constant at one end for Pakistan.
Well, that's what we spoke about, Ryan. You've got to have someone in the shed just to come back at the ends. Just a bit of that safety net, don't you? So the new batsman can keep going.
So it's Mohammad Sami, who's bowled absolute gas in this competition. Glad we don't have the speed gun on him, because he's going at about a 140, 145. First ball, he's whipping it away down to fine leg for a boundary. So they're still coming hard, the Pakistani lads.
Tell you what, we've got a fantastic crowd in here today. The place is humming at the moment, Ryan.
I can feel the excitement up here, Buck. I've never seen you with a bigger smile on your face. A swing and a miss. And Sami only wants to go one way, and that's towards square leg.
I think he might have picked the wrong one. Just didn't manage to play it.
That could be a chance, and that's definitely out off the glove. And all of a sudden, Pakistan are 4 for.
Well, you can only lose 6 wickets in this competition, can't you, Brian? So you have the last man standing rule, but...
Well, I'll tell you what happened there, Chris. He charged before the bowler even started, and Swainpole saw him coming and bowled the faster one and pretty much sniffed him up. Have a look at that for bowling. Well, that is brilliant.
Hamad has come back out now. He was the batsman who retired, 31 off 9 balls, so he's back out again. This is taking a twist. I told you can't lose wickets here.
Well, maybe their tactic is just to let Hamad do all the batting. That's a head high fully and dealt with, and it's going to be a no ball as well.
Oh, that counts for 8, doesn't it? So that's a huge bonus there for Pakistan, but they've got a lot of work to do here. Got to pick 130, don't you?
You think so? That's not too good, that bowling. This one's high in the air, and it's going to go a long way. a big one down the ground for 6.
The momentum of this game just changes so quickly.
There's a story in every over, that's for sure. And that's hoiked away as well, and it's going to go for 4. You start the over well, you get a wicket, and you still go for plenty.
A great little finish to the over there for Pakistan. But as we see, this crowd, as I said, it is humming. People have been having such a great time here. It's been a brilliant 2 days here at Cowling Cricket Club. And what scenes we see.
Absolutely. Up there, that pool pavilion, as you can see over there, is where the KCC members are at. Let me tell you, they're having a good time. So here it is, over number 4. Hamad is on strike. He's come back in. Adams, Chris Rogers' boy, is back on, and he goes for 6 first up.
Well, he was one of the most impressive bowlers yesterday. But Hamad is on fire. 37 off 10. We've got to find a way to get him off strike here.
That's better bowling, right up in the block hole, but still it goes for 4. You're pretty happy when you don't see elevation as a bowler, but it still races away.
Well, I mean, this is brilliant batting. South Africa either have to get him off strike or get him out, and then all the batting has to be done by Sohail. So for them, if they could find a way to get him out, this game could change quickly again.
It can turn on every ball. This time it's up in the air, and you guessed it, he's in massive trouble, and they've lost 5. Hamad is out. South Africa have grabbed their 5th. Sohail is going to bat solo.
There's 13 balls to go here, right? They can't lose another wicket, that's it. You can't get bowled out in 6s, can you?
Well, you can, Chris, you can. So 13 rocks for one man to face. So I wonder, what's the tactics going to be now? And the South Africans are rejoicing. That's a bit circumspect, which you can understand.
Well, they have to find a way to 120 here, don't they? Or maybe even less, but they're bowlers.
Let's not forget they got guys who bowl gas.
Yeah. Maybe a couple of slips in the gully.
He's loving it, that bloke out there. So if you just joined us and you don't quite know the rules, last man stands. So this bloke can bat on his own as long as he stays in. And he's pumped that down the ground for 6. Sohail going solo.
It's good to see he's just holding back a little bit here, right?
Well, that was actually a proper cricket shot there, down the ground.
I'll tell you what, if you're going to play cricket, this is how you want to play.
Absolutely, just bat on your own.
Yep.
Get everyone to run them for you. Oi, there's one that just slides past off stump. What I always enjoy is when it gets to this situation, the bloke at the other end's got plenty of advice, but he's already out. How about you pack it, mate, down to your end? That's what I'd be saying. Adams, can he get the final wicket? It's up in the air. There's a little bit of a sniff, but no, it's going to run away, is it? Yes, it is. 4 runs.
What about the desperation? I probably thought I wouldn't see fielders dive in left, right and centre in the 6s competition, but the South Africans have led the way in the field. They have dropped a couple of catches, but look at this, going all the way straight into the camera tripod.
Body on the line for their country, that's for sure. So here we go, last ball of the over. And that's going to go away as well for 6. No problem whatsoever. And Sohail is having a good time being on his own. just lingered onto the leg stump and he paid the price. So as I said, if you're new to the game, here's the rules for you. Everyone has to bowl an over except for the wicky. In the final, we're bowling 8 balls, but that's only for the final. Of course, there's also no free hits if you bowl a no-ey. And if you've also just joined us, there's a couple of signs that are demanding to be hit for 12. Last over underway, and the first ball is going to be misfielded for 4. That doesn't help.
I just talked up their fielding, didn't I, Ryan? Just let that one nutmeg him straight through the legs.
You've got him again. We've got a few blokes today. Don't worry about that. The old commentator's curse. That should be fielded.
That is a proper nutmeg.
Again, it's the low full toss, and it just doesn't quite carry to the man at cow corner.
A few Bronx cheers there coming from the Kowloon members area, but as we see the Hublot watchers there, if you hit that sign, you don't just get 6 for it, you get 12.
That'd be handy. Again, that's perfect length from Nokolo.
I think South Africa would be relatively happy, but you just don't know, do you? This final is actually throwing up something different to us.
Well, 115 on the board. They've got them, and they're going to add to it here because that's going to go all the way.
Well, this could be the match-winning innings, really, because they, Sohail got out, and you think South Africa would have canted home. Sohail's played unbelievably, particularly thinking he's more of a...
They're playing the drums and having a good time. Don't worry about that.
He's more of a bowler, isn't he, really?
That's a wide. And just so the umpire made sure, he made sure he let him know. Once again, Hamid's down the wicket telling him what to do.
We've seen a couple of Red Dragon girls there, aren't we?
This one is out to the band of the boundary, and he's out. They're bowled out in the final over with 4 balls to spare. Pakistan are all she wrote for 123.
What a game we have on hand here, because yes, they got bowled out, Pakistan, but their strength is their bowling. They've got some genuine pace, particularly with Mohammad Sami. So you never know, but look at the South Africans. They're in this. They're up for it.
Absolutely. It's been action-packed. It was a low fully, and he couldn't muscle it over mid-wicket. And Nokolo gets the dismissal, and they're all out. Pakistan have been dismissed in this final for 123. Let's have a look at the tail of the tape. At the top of the order, they were really good to start with was Ahmad with 41 from 12. He actually came back, and down the end there, Sohail with 46 from 14 was outstanding. But there were some holes in the middle, Chris Rogers.
We're there. Will Pakistan lose this game? They will be because they relied on 2 batsmen, and that's it. The South Africans, though, what a brilliant effort by them to bowl a side out in the 6s. A fantastic effort.
Absolutely. The Pakistan fans, they'd be a little nervous right now seeing their team bowled out. This is what South Africa did. Wickets early for Irwi. He was on a hat-trick at one stage, and then every single bowler picked up a pole. 123 all up from 4.5 overs. They didn't see it out, Pakistan, but like you say, Chris Rogers, they've got some of the best bowlers in the world here at Kowloon.
Some of the highlights we saw early. Ahmad early went hard, got him off for a pretty good start. But it was the wickets that cost Pakistan. They lost 2 in 2 balls. This one from Tanvir, straight down Adams' throat there, I think it was. And a great celebration by Irwi. But Pakistan didn't hold back, did they? They kept going, kept attacking.
Yeah, there was plenty of action and there was plenty of dance moves going on all over the shop. A little bit of chin music as well from the leg spinner. Knocked over Sammy. I wonder if he'll remember that. You betcha he will.
That was a crucial wicket, that one, wasn't it? Hamad, who batted so well for his 41, was dismissed, and that meant Pakistan could only lose 1 more wicket. But Sohail, he didn't hold back. He kept going. That was an unbelievable 6. And he hit a couple of more, didn't he? The highest score in the match, but then he fell in the deep at mid-wicket. We had 3 balls to go, and that could be costly in the context of this game.
They've all been fantastic, the teams. They've got into the spirit of the Hong Kong World Sixers, that's for sure. That were the Kiwis and the MCC lads having a refreshment to replace the fluids they've lost today in what has been quite warm conditions. The tunes are playing loud and there's 5 overs to go in this competition. 40 rocks for South Africa to make 124 to be back-to-back winners, remembering that in 2012 they won the last instalment.
And it's almost fitting and it's this way, I think, Brian, because Pakistan, as we've said, have had the best bowlers in the competition, but South Africa, up until recently, had the 2 highest scores as well, so they've been on fire with the bat. But to go up against this attack by Pakistan, that's a different challenge altogether. So it'll be interesting to see if they think about not losing wickets early or just think, oh, we're going to go for it.
Well, we're about to find out, because Saril Irwi is at the crease and he's going to face Mohammad Sami. And like we've said, in the overs that he's bowled, especially the game he played today, right arm fast is the perfect summation of what he's bowled.
And whenever a fast bowler gets bounced out, Ryan, you know what he's going to be thinking.
Absolutely. And especially when if a ball goes into the crowd, they'll get a brand newie sent out to them. So they'll be pretty happy with that, the quicks. Here we go. The run chase begins. And that's right up in the block hole, and he'll get a single, and South Africa's run chase is underway.
Steady start, that. Interested to see if they just think, well, you know, we can just play Sami a little bit more conservatively because he is their best bowler.
Farhan Sayanvala has batted pretty well in this competition, but he's going to face some outswingers at pace from Mohammad Sami. That one is going to be a leg by.
I'll tell you what, it's just something going on here, isn't there?
There's been a little bit of argy-bargy today, I reckon. Saw a little bit of niggle going on. Hong Kong and MCC, all in good spirits now. But it's fantastic to see because it means that it really means something to the teams. Having a nice Pepsi to get them through the day, the old MCC boys. That one is going to be a dot, or they're going to scamper through for a bye. Because the Pakistan wiki is a fair way back.
Did he just get away with that? Did that go over the wide line?
Well, let's have a look. I think that's...
No, we'll let that one go.
Inside. Again, a good piece of bowling, and it's a dot ball. Mohammad Sami getting a head of steam up here.
not seeing too many smiles at the moment now. It's all business, isn't it?
We're only halfway through the over in this 8-ball first over. But at the moment, Sammy's got the wood on it. That's a wide, you would have thought. They've got to scamper through for one. And umpire Clive Howard raises the arms.
Well, I faced Muhammad Sami in 2005 at the Wacker when he was bowling thunderbolts, and I don't reckon he's much off it now.
I got a feeling I was at the other end.
There's a surprise.
I'm going to go with you. I was telling you to tough it out. There's a bit of reverse Malachi for 6. That is fantastic. Let's have a look at that again, because that's one of the shots of the tournament.
Well, that is unbelievable. First of all, it's a gutsy shot. It ended up right where he wanted, but to hit him over third man for 6, that's a tremendous effort.
4 old scorers are doing a good job trying to keep up with it, and now they're getting bombarded with cricket balls. Again, low full toss. They're looking for 1. They must come back for a second. They won't. Some good fielding out there by the Pakistani fielder.
He's almost egging the batsman to go there. The challenge is on here. This is as competitive as it gets. Look at the eyes there.
That's perfect bowling. Right in the block hole at pace. Not much he could do there. He's tried a little bit of something again, and he's going to call a wide. That's an interesting one, Clive.
Well, I think the umpire's got it right here, because the wide lines don't move in this competition. And that is over the line, and if it's over the line, what is it?
It's a wide.
There we go.
Handy runs for the South Africans. Those blokes didn't agree, and they've got a good view from side on. Again, goes for the reverse one, and it's gone for buys, and 4 of them. Handy runs, sundries are doing well for South Africa.
Oh, Irwin's furious there. He reckons he's got a little bit of bat on that.
Farhan is the wicketkeeper, and I'm just going to say he's a long way back, and trying to take him on the bounce isn't good if you're not really a wickie.
Well, here we have a look again. No, I think that's his pad, doesn't it?
Pad, buys, it all counts. Runs are runs here at KCC, and for the first time, I'll say that there was a big powwow there from the Pakistani players because they're a little bit nervous.
Yeah. Sami walked past the wicky and just gave him a little bit of rev up. Don't miss him, mate.
So it's 20 off the first over, chasing 124 to win. Anwar's the man with the ball. Again, that's a beauty. We haven't seen a 6 so far in this innings from South Africa, and it's tough to hit those for 6. Doesn't matter where you're playing. That's a smoking cover drive. Absolutely smoked through the fielder there for 4.
Tanvir's put in an excellent effort out there at deep cover, but that ball was coming so quickly. And the ricochet might have just gone up into the sponsor's tent then and collected someone. You're not far away from the action down there.
You want to keep your wits about you, that's for sure. A big swing there and no contact. Sayanvala is 5 from 6 rocks, and we don't see that very often here at the Sixers.
A few nerves here, isn't there? A little bit of desperation. Who's going to blink first?
That's in the air, and that could be out. They're going to be one down here, South Africa. They are. Sayanvala loses his way, and South Africa are 24 for 1 in the second over.
Huge relief there for Pakistan. Anwar's bowled a brilliant over so far. Put one that was probably in the slot there to be hit. But Sayanvala just didn't get a hold of it, and a very comfortable catch out in the deep there.
Adams is the new batsman. He's at the non-striker's end, and he's had a pretty good tournament so far with both bat and ball. Although Chris Rogers would manage to get him out first rock last time he talked him up.
He's still my man, Ryan.
We'll stick with him. And that's, again, very good bowling, and it's going to go for 4. He muscled it out to the onside. Did Irwi.
Well, we've seen for 2 days the value of having a left-hander batting at this end, because that mid-wicket boundary is the shortest boundary on the ground. No fielder is defending that. You only have to be about 5 metres away from it, and you can't stop it.
Well, that's come about a change in the field. There's going to be 3 on the leg side now for Pakistan. Only 1 man on the offside.
Well, Irwi won't be worrying about that. He'll be trying to go over the top of them. He only has to get half a bat on it.
He's got an open stance, and he's setting up deep in his crease, and he's lidded it. Top edge onto the lid, and he'll pick up 1.
A nice bit of sportsmanship there by Anwar. Just walked past Irwi, asked if he was okay. You like to see that, because they're up for this game, aren't they? But they still showing respect.
Absolutely. We don't like seeing blokes get hit in the head at any time. Adams starts off with a flurry. Bang.
Well, he was excellent yesterday, Adams. Both with the ball and the bat, and that one is right in his slot.
I tell you what he's got is a very low pickup and low hands. He is down almost at stump level. This time he gets it away on the offside. There's only 1 on the offside, so they'll pick up it easy too. End of the second over, South Africa are 37 for 1.
17 runs coming from that.
They've got an hour to play this match, and the Hublot match clock is at nearly 37 minutes. He's sucking in the big ones. And the skipper, Sohail Tanvir, is coming on to bowl the 3rd over. Just a reminder, it's an 8-ball final. 8 balls per over. So there's lots of time left for South Africa. And that's going to help. A full bunger goes and gone.
And that has to be a no ball as well. That's going to hurt Pakistan. That's worth 8. And he has to bowl again.
That's almost at the brink of getting a warning for a head-high full bunger. Can you get warned out of the game in Sixers cricket? I don't know. I don't have the answer for that one. Next ball is the same, a repeat, and away it goes again. And Irwi, pumping out the chest, wants a piece of Sohail.
Oh, 2 full tosses. We know with Tanvir that ball is going to be angling into the left-hander, so that's just a gimme really for Irwi. He just has to help it on his way. He's done that twice.
Sorel Irwi is putting South Africa into a chance. And I'll tell you what else is a chance. As player of the tournament, he's been an absolute beauty. He's a one of a number of blokes in the running, I would have thought. 3 in a row, can he? That's another no ball. It's going to go for 4. So there's 2 hip high or no balls from full tosses. And I reckon he's asking the question, how many fullies can you bowl at me?
Well, it's not first-class cricket, though, is it, Brian? There's no one else to bowl.
Like I say, I'm not sure what the rules are, but that's 2 in a row in 1 over.
What?
And in first-class cricket, you'd be sent off.
Well, Tanvir was rubbing his hands there. There's got to be a lot of sweat out there.
Well, it's a hot day, and this one is a little shorter, and he misses it. A rare blemish for Sorel Irwi. This is turning out to be a massive over. I tell you what can happen, though. If you get injured, the opposition pick who they want to bowl the rest of the balls. Imagine throwing that up. I wouldn't know who to pick from the Pakistan bowlers.
Well, not Sammy, that's for sure.
It wouldn't be him. That one has gone the journey, and Sorel, thanks for coming, buddy. Retire hurt, and your team is in with a chance of winning this one.
Well, he's walking up shaking his head. Not happy with those 2 full bungers he caught, but look at that one. He's got to be happy with that. That is a massive hit.
That fella can't believe it. That's a big hit. I'm not surprised. Very impressive hitting. Nicolo is the new man for South Africa.
Still 5 deliveries in this 10-meter over.
He's going for a reverse again, and he's going to call it a wide. It's interesting. The umpy took a long time to call it, but I reckon he was correct.
Who's under more pressure here, Brian? The players or the umpires?
I tell you who's not. It's you and me, because whatever happens, Chris, we're going to have a Peroni and enjoy our day after this. It's the best seat in the house for the final of the Sixers. That one's short, it's in the air, and it could be out, and it is. They lose a wicket, South Africa, to some good bowling.
That might have to be the way for Pakistan. They might have to take wickets here. Because at the moment, you've got to back South Africa in this position. Just a little top edge there. And the keeper was able to run round, take a comfortable catch.
Africa 2-4-65. Still 4 deliveries.
Swainpole, Aubrey is the new batsman. They need to maintain momentum here, the South African lads. Tanvir, again, it's high in the air, and it's going to be a single. What I will say, that just these last 2 batsmen, Adams and Nicolo, are trying to be a bit funky.
Well, they're probably thinking we just got to hit the ball in the gaps, hit 4s, and we'll do this easily. But Aubrey Swainpole come to the crease now.
Trying to use the pace to hit behind the wicket. It's fraught with danger, but so is everything in this final. There you go. It's an edge down the 3rd man, and he got what he wanted, 4 runs. At the same stage, Pakistan were in massive trouble at 4 for 54.
With these 8 ball overs, Ryan. You've just got a little bit more time than you think. It's not too hard to chase down this total.
Because bowling 8 balls is tough work, and you think you're going to hit at least one or two for 6. And again, he's done it again. Used the pace nicely, and there's never been a third man in the whole competition.
Well, it's probably the smarter way to go with Tanvir, because the angle that he's delivering the ball at, it's always going to run across the right-hander. So instead of playing
and his length, you look at those, the length he's got wrong.
Yeah, I think I'd be trying to run it down the third man. Looks the easier shot anyway.
Well, here we go. This has brought a change in the field. Pakistan, for the first time in the competition, have sent a third man.
I love that captaincy. Send the fielder where the ball's gone.
He's tried to do it again, and it's a dot ball. And after what has been an eventful over that went for 37 runs, South Africa are 2 for 74 from 3. They're our friends at the Peroni 10 having a good time. And like I say, Chris, I'm looking forward to one.
I've been very lucky with the sponsors we've had here too. Instarem, Accenture, not to mention the Hublot watch.
Virgin Atlantic, they've been the busiest men alive with all the 6 counts. The amount of the distance the 6s have gone has probably would have got me back to the Netherlands, let me tell you. That's a friendly one on leg stump. That's going to go for 4.
Well, Hamad did the job with the bat, but he's under pressure now, isn't he? He was hoping that the big name bowlers who went before him could take a few wickets and he could be bowling at the tail here, but instead he's under pressure.
It's interesting because he's got one of the highest leading dot balls of the competition, yet you get the sense he's one of the more friendlier Pakistani bowlers. He gets his Yorkers right, and this time he's done it nicely. And there's just a single down to deep mid-on.
Still 45 runs off 16 balls, so they've got to keep going here, South Africa. They can't just do it with singles, of course. They have to hit boundaries and 6s.
Well, remember, they got one in the shed. Because Irwi has retired, so you may as well go for it. Go nice and hard and look for the boundaries. Swainpold is 8 from 3. And I reckon from the shorter end, he's thinking to go airborne. This time, it's through the offside, and it's going to go for a very neat boundary. And I hate to say it, but that was a normal cover drive.
Well, they've actually persisted with a third man. I'm not sure why you would have a third man for Hamad. It's not like he's running in bowling back of a length. He's trying to get it up into the block hole, and sure enough, third man's now running around to cover. Horse is bolted.
Just keep putting him where the ball goes. It's a simple philosophy, Chris. Unfortunately, you've only got 4 fielders. That one's a wide, and they'll get 2 for it. A little bit of swing that couldn't be controlled.
I'll tell you what, if that hadn't have been as wide, the only direction that was going was down the third man. I would have had a good chuckle.
He's just giving himself a chance here. He's on off stump. And this one is going to go the journey. That's the 6 that Swainpold was looking for from the outset.
Oh, we're sniffing an upset, aren't we here? We had our money on Pakistan. They've been...
Hey, mate, come on. You didn't ask my opinion. Long way to go, and it's a long way that one's going. There's 2 in a row for Swainpold, and Pakistan suddenly are under the pump.
Oh, this is going south quickly here for Pakistan. Ahmad, probably the friendliest bowler in Pakistan, has been dispatched, and look at that. Look at the celebrations coming from the South African group. They're loving this.
Well, he's got his length wrong these last two. This time he's setting up outside leg stump. And therefore it goes down to third man, exactly where that lad was at the 4 runs. And Chris Rogers is in hysterics.
I'd love to see cover now move round to third man.
It's good batting, that's for sure. What we've seen from Swainpole is he started to move around in the crease. He set up on off stump, then he set up on leg stump, and Ahmad is under the pump because everyone wants to tell him what to do.
This is where the brain trust get together, but you have that sinking feeling, don't you? You know it's looking like it's going to end badly for you. What can you do? Got to try and get through this over with as little damage as possible, and then Sohail to bowl the last over. Hopefully he can produce some magic.
Well, there's 2 rocks to go, and let's see what we've got. That one is going to go to third man as well. In fact, that one's going to go maximum. Swainpole's going to be out of here. And he has hit that for 6. And what an innings it's been. 34 from 8 deliveries. That has been, the ball has swung those last couple. And that gentleman should hang your head in shame. You've got to catch those. He's having a good day. The boy, he runs at Lama Cricket Club. He should know better. He's got to take those catches.
Well, I hope he's not a coach there because he can never abuse his players for dropping catches.
1 to go on the second last over. That should have gone in as clean as a whistle. And it's a dot ball to finish. A nice way to finish. And now, the Hong Kong World Sixers 2017 will come down to the final over where South Africa, needing 124 to win, needs 17 runs off 8 balls. Put your hand up, son. He's having a good day.
Just didn't catch the middle one, did he, Ryan?
Well, at least he didn't drop the beer. That's the most important thing. 1 over to go in the Sixers of 2017. I hope everyone's enjoyed the coverage. We've enjoyed bringing it to you. Sohail, the man for Pakistan, in fading light here at Kowloon Cricket Club. He's got 17 runs up his sleeve.
Well, in fact, if South Africa win this evening, they all go to equal joint holders of this competition. They'll have won it 5 times, along with Pakistan and England.
It's Dry and Adams are the 2 batters. It's Sohail for Pakistan. 8 balls, 17 to win. The first one is high, and would you believe it? It's 6 off the first one, and the Hublot sign was in danger.
What a shot. Can't let that one go as quick as he could, but it was in the hitting zone there. Adams, who's been brilliant. He's been my man, Ryan. He's getting the job done. I told you he would.
Well, let's see. This one is going to offside, and it could be out, and it is. A twist in the tail. Chris Rogers starts to talk, and wickets fall. A twist in the tail, and guess what? It's the main man, Sarel Urwi, strides out to bat for South Africa, hoping to finish the job.
Wonder if Sohail will give him a flat one.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember that South Africa are defending champions. They won it back in 2012.
11 runs to win. 6 balls remaining.
What do you do here for your corner dry? You just get off strike, or you just go for it?
You've got to get bat on ball here. Run it down to third man for 4. Or get there's a big appeal. It's all happening. That hit the stumps and the bails didn't come off.
Oh, this is incredible. If that ball had dislodged the bail, Irwi wouldn't have been on strike either. But look at this. It's just ricocheted through the legs onto the stumps, and those zinger bails haven't come off, have they?
Well, unbelievable. 10 to go, 5 balls remaining. Cyril Irwi has been outstanding. But can he finish the job for South Africa? Again, it's a brilliant delivery from Sohail, and they'll scamper a leg by. And things aren't getting easier for South Africa. The final has been a beauty. Swainpole was retired. He's next. He can still come in.
Well, you've got to swing now. There's no holding back.
Well, what I would do is go deep in my crease and give yourself a chance to get under it. He's a big boy. He's dry.
Irwi, you've got to be running at the other end as well.
The in-swinger. Oh, they're going to collide. Two big boys collide in the middle. That one was a big in-swinger.
Well, it's on the line here, isn't it? Look at the desperation here. The South African batsman colliding. It's all happening. It was nearly a three-way.
We don't like seeing those, Chris.
8 runs required, 3 balls to go.
Well, we haven't left anything in the bank for you, that's for sure. These sixes have been outstanding. Changing the field now. There's going to be 2 on each side. You've got to say, the return of the sixes has been a beauty. The final has lived up to all expectations. But what twist have we got left in the tail? He's edged it, and that's going to be dropped and gone for 4. It was a piece, he got a piece on it, and the wicky couldn't hang on. Let's have a closer look. It's a good edge, and it's just gone over his head for 4. Sohail's got a smile on his face. It's intense, but there's smiles everywhere. 4 from 2. Do you bring the field up, Buck?
This is what you play the game for, though, isn't it? Down to the wire, pressure on. See how good you are. Sohail's been immensely sober. To keep him in the game has been fantastic.
Mate, he swung it. He's gone in swinger, out swinger. In, out, in. What's he going to do here?
Always swinging as hard as he can, or does he just back away and run one down the third man? There's no one there.
He's thinking about Sohail's thinking that I need a third man. He's yelled out to Tanvir, hey Skip, I wouldn't mind a third man for myself.
He's not fine enough. He has to go finer.
He's literally at backward point now. There's no mid-off. The good thing is Sohail still hasn't taken his cap off. He's stuck with it all day. He's not changing a thing. He's bowled an absolute beauty. And there's going to be a run out. What was the non-striker thinking?
He said, I don't want it. I don't want it. Give it to the skipper.
I tell you what I reckon. He thought to himself, I can't make it there. I shouldn't be on strike. Bring Swainpole in. It might be the greatest thing ever. It also might be catastrophe. 4 runs needed off 1 ball.
Look
Look at the shape of that. Oh dear. 1 ball remaining. 4 to win. Would you read about it? Is a tie possible?
I'd given up. I'd given up on Pakistan. This is unbelievable.
I know there can't be anything. A tie can't be possible, let me tell you. Because there's all sorts of things. I think it's wickets lost. It's sundries. It's also sundries. There's all sorts of things.
Well, it's wickets lost, so it's therefore
it would be.
But they're not getting 3 anyway.
We find it hard to match. I tell you one thing for free. Sohail has bowled an absolute peach of an over. They're on their feet in the stands, and in fact, even in the commentary box, they're standing. For the first time ever, I'm actually nervous, Chris. Here we go. He's hit it. It's high in the air. Has it got enough on it? It has. It's a boundary. South Africa win the 2017 Sixers, if you don't mind. The dancing begins. The celebrations are on. South Africa are the 2017 champs.
Finals don't get much better than that, Ryan. It had everything, didn't it?
Well, Pakistan actually made the field a little wide. They didn't have anyone straight, and they were hoping that he could get away with it. But Swainpole stepped up to the plate after retiring and hit his first Ross for 4 to win the tournament. What a match, what a tournament. Relax, take a breath, everyone at home, because that is absolutely one for the ages.
Well, you thought the Iceman was Sohail. I mean, what an over that was. Thought Pakistan had no chance, but he kept them in the game with some unbelievable bowling. Then for the skipper, Swainpole, to come out, face 1 ball and finish it off. It doesn't get better than that.
He was deep in the crease. He played straight. He got enough on it. And he's a very happy man. Absolutely thrilled. And I reckon our man on the spot, Gotham, has got the man of the moment.
Well, I'm not sure who's the man of the moment because all of South Africa are men of the moment here. I'll come to the captain first. When you walked out there, what were you thinking?
I didn't even think anything. I just told myself, make contact with the ball and look, keep your head down. And that's what I did. The moment hasn't yet sunk in, so it's been unreal, this tournament. Like I said, we didn't expect to be playing in the final, but we played every game like it was our last, and that's why we had fun, and that's what we wanted today, I think. It's an unreal feeling.
Before that last over started, you were favourites, and then suddenly that dramatic run-out happened. What were you feeling when you walked back?
Well, he bowled a very good over the last over, so, hats off to him. And, yeah, walking in... facing that difficult times, but you gotta think about the bowler. He's also under a bit of pressure, so he's going to make mistakes.
You like to control things out there, but when you walked back and saw your captain needing 4 of the last ball, did you have a prayer? Did you have a hope?
No, we back every single player in our team, and I know him well back home, and he strikes the ball well, so I had full confidence in him.
Final thoughts from the captain here as the adrenaline is still flowing. Before the tournament started, if someone said you defend the title, what would you have said?
I would have said no. We only got together at the airport for the first. We didn't have any training. But I think the guys just back to basics, and that's what got us to the thing. We had a few plans for the finals, and it worked out for us tonight. So it's unreal feeling still, so we're getting used to it still.
A cheeky one to finish with. Do you practice as a spinner bowling bouncers?
Not really, but it just happened.
Well, I'll back upstairs to you guys. These guys are elated.
Well, everyone should be. It was fantastic. It was an absolute great game of cricket. It was absolutely fantastic. And there's the winning moment. a boundary. And spare a thought for Cornet's drive. In that run out, he had the presence of mind to not cross and went back and said, no, you take it.
Yeah, you abused him for it too, Ryan. It was terrible commentary, but he knew exactly what he was doing. He was getting his skipper on strike to take the last ball. And what did the skipper do? He finished the game off in style.
You've got a very short memory, Chris Rogers, that's for sure, but it's been an absolute pleasure. And the crowd have come out onto the ground because they want a piece of the action, because I tell you what a tournament, what a final to finish.
And you look back in that Pakistan innings where they lost wickets early, they didn't get their tactics right, and how many balls did they miss at the end? Missed out on 3 balls.
3 rocks.
And there's the game right there, Ryan.
Absolutely. We've worked that out very well. Lots of happy people, including that mate.
But what about the happiness from the South African players? They've loved this. They've loved a couple of days here.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the scorecard. Irwi was fantastic, 39 from 15. Swainpole, 38 from 9 rocks. What a job he did. And the South Africans will be celebrating long into the night.
Don't forget Adams there, did a brilliant job right in the middle. But look at the Pakistani bowlers here. Mohammad Sami was a brilliant start. Finished
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the official presentation for the 2017 Hong Kong World Sixes. What a tournament it's been. We've seen over 400 sixes, so I think the tournament has definitely lived up to its name. We'd like to congratulate all the teams for their efforts across the weekend. I'd like to thank our major sponsors, Hublot, Virgin Atlantic and Essentia, plus Kowloon Cricket Club, all the volunteers, scorers and umpires for making this year's tournament such a success. I'd like to invite to the stage James Kim from Essentia and Brad West from Virgin Atlantic to announce the winner of the Ben Hollyoak Trophy for the most valuable player. Now, we've had a weekend of great performances. Ehsan Khan took 6 wickets, including 3 for 5 off 1 over. Australia's Nathan Reardon scored 166 runs, including 19 sixes. But the award this year goes to a man who scored 192 runs, including 25 sixes. He's the cat, Nizakat Khan. Have a little chat with Nizakat. Nizakat, incredible performance from you. Sixers cricket, it's an unusual form of cricket. What was your secret?
The secret was nothing. Actually, I was just watching the ball and I was just trying to hit the ball.
And you must be very proud of your Hong Kong boys for taking out the plate.
Yeah, especially my team. I would like to thank my team. They have done really well past two days because we have been working really hard on our fitness and our cricket, and we've been coming really well.
Nizakat, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
A round of applause for Nizakat Khan. All right, I'd like to now invite to the stage the president of the Kowloon Cricket Club, David Patel, and the chairman of Cricket Hong Kong, Dr. John Cribben, to present the plate to the plate champions and hosts, Hong Kong. And invite their captain, Bubba Hyatt, to accept the plate. Congratulations, Bubba. A round of applause for Bubba Hyatt and Hong Kong. Bubba, I'll grab you for a couple of words. Bubba, you've been playing Hong Kong cricket for quite a while now. Just how much does it mean to you to see the Sixers back on the cricket calendar?
Obviously, it's been very long since Sixers happened. It's been 5 years, so it's great to be back playing home cricket in front of a whole crowd. It's amazing.
We had the T20 Blitz earlier in the year in Hong Kong, and now the Sixers. Do you feel like Hong Kong cricket is very much on the rise?
Obviously, we are improving a lot. Day by day, our cricket is going up, and our young guys are coming up and performing well for us, and it's a good thing for us.
Bubba Hyatt, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
A round of applause for Bubba Hyatt, the captain of Hong Kong, for the plate champions. And last but not least, I invite the president of Cricket Hong Kong, Mr. Rodney Miles, and the chairman of the MCC World Cricket Committee, Mike Gatting, to the stage to present, fan favourite here obviously, to present the Cup Trophy to the 2017 winners of the Hong Kong World Sixers, South Africa. Say a few words. Aubrey Swanepoel, what a tournament for you. Can you run us through, what were you thinking before that last ball?
I just told myself, keep my head down and make contact with the ball, and that's what I did.
You certainly did. Now, Pakistan were undefeated. Were you a little bit nervous heading into this final that perhaps they would remain undefeated and take out the trophy?
I think before the game, we just told ourselves, just do the basic well and believe in each and every one. And then whatever happens happens. And this time was our time to get the trophy.
Certainly is. And now, you were the defending champions. You won it in 2012. How much does it personally mean to you to captain them to a defending championship?
Yeah, firstly, I just want to say thanks to all the sponsors getting back on board. I think this is a really future tournament. I think all the international teams will want to come back here and play. I think personally, South Africa, we enjoyed this tournament. So for the future, I think this tournament's only going to grow and get better.
Perfectly said. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our champions, South Africa.
So there they are, the World Sixers champions, South Africa. They've got the silverware, they've got the smiles, Chris Rogers. They're a happy bunch down there.
And deserving victors as well. They probably showed the most amount of desperation throughout the 2 days, showed the most amount of commitment. And you could say they were underdogs going into that, but they played a fantastic game, got the tactics right, and thoroughly deserving victors.
Yeah, they kept their nerve under all sorts of pressure, and they took wickets when they bowled and put Pakistan under the pump, which they hadn't been. They'd won every game. They were leading by a mile, Pakistan, but got to the final and couldn't get the job done, unfortunately.